figure out how to get this in a readable area where I can also see chat. Hang on. Alright, there we go. Good, just wait for everybody to kind of trickle in first before I start. But yeah, Sonic High School. Alright. It's the best. It's absolutely the best. So fast. So fucking fast. But if you haven't heard it, it is absolutely horrible. It is like the worst thing ever. Yeah, I've seen some really bad things in the past. Alright, thank you for the host, Goop. Very much appreciated. What does the quote by Sonic say? Hang on, let me check it under the Holy Bible. Alright. Or do you not know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived, neither the sexually immoral, thank you, Jivey, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor men who practice homosexuality, nor thieves, nor the guilty, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor swindlers will inherit the kingdom of God. Hang on. The popcorn. Alright, let's check this guy right here. Oh shit. Oh shit. God damn it. Alright, let's stretch this up. Thank you for the host, Alex. And they're good enough. Squeeze that all in there so I can see it all. But yeah, this is chapter 1 of Sonic High School. 25 chapters worth of Sonic's diseased balls. So I guess everybody's here. Wait a second. Alright, yeah. I'll hang on. Right. Yeah. You gotta get that ready. Gotta get that ready. Oh my god, what? This is mirrored. There we go. Fix up my hair a little bit. But what have I got myself? Get your barf bags ready. It's gonna be bad. Like, really bad. And I have to get used to the fact that this is mirrored, because I'm, like... Yeah, this could be backwards. So, yeah, just let me know when you're ready. I guess I'll... Alright, I guess I'll start. Let's start. Let's get this shit over with. Okay, this is chapter 1. Sonic woke up and looked at the clock. 7 o'clock, it said, and Sonic screamed, "I'm late for school. I have to get to school now," said Sonic, jumping out of the bed. Sonic put his clothes on really fast and ran out of his room because he is fast. "No time for breakfast," said Sonic as he ran past Sonic's mom. "You will regret this," said Sonic's mom, leering at him from the kitchen stove, wearing aprons and oven mitts on her hands. Sonic did not care. He was late. Sonic ran outside and ran to the bus stop where people were getting on the bus. Do you wear socks and shoes? He was fast. There's voice acting. Alright. Tails, Knuckles, wait for me, said Sonic as he ran towards the bus. Hey Knuckles, it's Sonic, said Tails to Knuckles at the bus stop. He is late, said Knuckles to Tails before getting on the bus. Sonic ran so fast to the bus, and he got on the bus after Tails. Just in time, said Sonic, huffing and puffing as he was doing the Cupid shuffle for the first time. Sonic sat down next to Tails, and Knuckles sat behind them, taking out both seats. I'm so bad, said Knuckles, laughing because he sat where two people could sit. Knuckles did this every day, and no one bothered him, but they all knew it was against the rules of both man and God. The bus started, and they drove it to school and parked, and they got out. We're at school now, said Tails. It's time to go to class. Sonic was also at school, so he went to class of the day, English class. Sonic did not like English very much, but he did not like any class very much that was not about running and going fast, which is what Sonic does best. Sonic got to his class and sat down in his seat. "It is journal day," said Sonic's English teacher, Mrs. Lesson. Mrs. Lesson was tall and white and had gray hair, and she was not pretty. "Take out your journals and put them in a pile, and I will read one of your entries to the class." Sonic took out his blue journal and ran to the front quickly and put his journal on his desk and ran back to his desk, all with his head down and not talking or looking at anyone. Sonic was so fast he did it first. Everyone else did afterwards and slower. Mrs. Lesson grabbed the journal from the pile, and Sonic knew it was his because it looked just like Sonic's journal. Sonic knew this because he had written it so many times. It was crazy. Mrs. Lesson opened to a totally random page, and it was the worst page she could pick. She began to read. "Dear Journal, I called the doctor today about a problem. I have a problem with my balls. They are itchy, and it's difficult to sit still with them because they are so itchy. I have to back up against stucco surfaces and rub up and down on them to relieve the itchiness. No creams have worked." This is so mobile for this. "Creams only make my balls sweat like the breath of a thoroughbred, and I think Amy, my girlfriend, knows. I hope my doctor calls. Love, Sonic." The teacher just, yeah, she did. What a bitch. What a bitch. "Oh no, stop reading," said Sonic, but he reacted too late because it was already read. All of it. Everyone in the class laughed, and Sonic felt like an idiot asshole because now everyone knows about his ball problems. Sonic felt his rage build up inside him like a pool of lava in a volcano. "Stop laughing at me. Don't tell anyone," shouted Sonic, but everyone was laughing so loud that they did not hear him, and Sonic was just so embarrassed and mad and sad, but more embarrassed, so he ran out of the class fast. Sonic ran to his locker and opened it and screamed into it. He screamed, "This sucks." And curse words, too. Oh my god. "What is the problem?" said Tails. "Are you mad?" said Tails. Sonic was mad, so he nodded. "You should tell everyone that it's okay to have problems with your balls, and they have probably have problems that they don't want everyone to know about too, so stop laughing at me." Sonic thought Tails was right because Tails is smart. You wrote this. I am not responsible for this. No, I'm not responsible for this at all. Knuckles is there too, so he said, "Sonic, what's this I heard about you're having problems with your penis and balls?" Sonic was so mad that he punched Knuckles and ran away quick. When Sonic ran to his next class, it's now second period, so it was okay. And that class was history class. He said he's around chair covered and fire. Yeah, I agree. That'd be nice. Sonic did not care about history. "Hey, Amy," said Sonic. "Check me out." And Sonic did a dance move. "Wow, cool. Let's kiss," said Amy and Sonic. And Amy kissed right there in the class, and some of the other people in the class watched, but the teacher wasn't there, so they didn't get in trouble. And who's going to tell Sonic he can't kiss his girlfriend in class? Amy kissed Sonic so hard he was thinking, "Let's have sex," but he didn't say it because the teacher would show up by the time they had started to have sex in history class. Sonic kissed back really hard. It was sexy to everyone. I agree with that. The teacher arrived and they did class, but Sonic just looked at Amy the whole time, and who was sitting next to Rouge. Amy and Rouge talked and they looked at Sonic sometimes and they laughed, and Sonic thought Amy's telling her about how awesome Sonic kissed her, but it was not. Rouge was telling Amy about Sonic's gay ball problems, and Amy was Sonic's girlfriend, but she thought it was just the funniest thing ever. Class ended and Sonic went to Amy quick and did not stop on the way. "Hey, Amy, why do you go telling Rouge about how hard we kiss?" said Sonic with a smile on his face that meant he did not care that Amy did this and really wanted her to because it made him look cooler. "Actually, Rouge was telling me about the problems with your balls and penis and butthole that everyone found out in your English class." Wow, was Sonic surprised. He did not know what to say. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is this? Alright, that's chapter 1. Chapter 2, the prom. The rest of the day for Sonic was awful. So bad that Sonic went home and went right to the bathroom and took a big poop. It was a mad poop because it went out fast. It shooted out of his butthole so fast it was like a gun shooting. His poop stunk so much that even the neighbors could smell it. They all had a meeting at night about what to do about it. And they decided they would just put fans on outside, and if it really started to smell again, they'd do something else. That was only the first show. Yeah, that was the first chapter. So Sonic pooped and went up to his room and shouted to his pillow, "I hate everything." Sick. Thank you for the host, Brax. You only missed one chapter. It was about Sonic's ball problems. Sonic shouted loud and he heard a knock at the door. "What's wrong?" said Sonic. Asked Sonic's mom. "Nothing," said Sonic. Wow. "Okay, just keep it down because I'm trying to watch the TV," said Sonic's mom to Sonic, and left without saying anyone else. Sonic was in his room still, so he looked out the window and saw Tails flying there with his flying tails. Hey, Brax. "Okay, just keep it down because I'm... Sonic, are you okay?" asked Tails. "I was worried about you, Sonic." Sonic was less mad because Tails was always nice and smart and didn't care that Sonic left his porns around his room so he could think about kissing and doing sex on Amy when he wasn't with Amy. "Please be happy," said Tails. "Are you there?" Sonic went to the window and opened the window. Sonic grabbed Tails and put him on the bed because Sonic is strong too. "This day was the worst," said Sonic. "Everyone thinks I'm a gay loser all because I gave them my journal." Sonic cried a little, and Tails put his hand under his face to catch his tears. Tears can stain a carpet. Okay. So he shut it off. But Sonic's fast about 28 times, and he shaking Sonic right. Yep. That's about it, Jabby. That's about it. Alright. Tails hugged Sonic and said, "I'm always there for you. The promise tonight also." "Wow, I forgot," said Sonic. Sonic ran to his closet fast and pulled out his prom uniform. It's a tuxedo. And put it on fast. Yes, you probably should have been on. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god, you guys. This is all cringe. It's all cringe here. And put it on faster. "Is our limo here yet, Tails?" said Sonic while looking at Tails. You'll see, Flo. You'll see what's happening. He just found out about him. Forget about the problem. Disease balls, man. Disease balls. Alright. "Yes," said Tails right back. "Let's go." And Sonic went outside with Tails, who was also in prom clothing, and they went outside and got in the limo. "The limo is broken," said the limo driver. "It looked like a person but darker colored." Okay, that's a little bit racist. Just a little bit racist. Sonic and Tails got on the limo and asked the limo driver if they could fix it. "Nope, the limo is broken eternally," said the limo driver. What the fuck? Oh, that sounds really bad idea, huh? So Sonic grabbed Tails' hand and said, "Let's go," and ran all the way to the prom, which is on an island called Ghost Island. Hey, "This place is scary," said Tails. Ghost Island was really scary. It was shaped like a skull, and everything looked like it was dead. Sonic looked at Tails. Yeah, it is," said Sonic. "Why would they put the prom on this island?" said Tails. "I don't see anyone else from the school here." Turtle, you broke. Tails and Sonic were both worried about it all. Sonic and Tails walked forward, and there was a haunted house. Sonic and Tails went into the haunted house, and it was spooky. Sonic saw a ghost, and Tails saw a mummy. There was a man laughing. "Ha ha ha, Sonic and Tails, now you are both here and fallen right into my trap," said the man laughing. The man looked like a fat, immature gay. It was Robotnik. I'm not saying anything, man. Sonic was shocked, but did not run forward because he did not want to get caught too. But what if Robotnik did not have another cage? Sonic did not know, so he went to the side into a different room. This room was smaller and had carpets and wallpaper. It was still scary, though. Sonic said, "I need to find a way out to save Tails." So he walked into a door that was on the next wall. "Next thing," said Sonic. He came out of the room into the same room he was in. "This is a haunted house, so you always have to come back to the same place," said Sonic, thinking about a famous saying he saw once on the wall of Walgreens where it was written. Robotnik laughed and pointing at Sonic. I kissed Amy and now you can never date her again because I'm going to do sex to her tonight. No, this cannot be real, said Sonic. Sonic knew he had to do something, but what? Alright, anyway. Yeah. He would make his streets worse. Cam. Garfield fanfics? The fuck? Why? I hope this is a parody of that fanfiction. I really hope so. But we'll see. Chapter 3. The two most important people. The Lino Ravana. Alright. Sonic ran the fastest right to Dr. Robotnik, right through his traps, and jumped up at the floating platform that Eggman was standing on. I'm coming for you, said Sonic. And he jumped up right to the platform and got so close, but fell because it was just too high to reach even for Sonic. Sonic said, damn! And ran up the staircase that was in the middle of the big room that were under Robotnik. Sonic ran to the top, and at the top he jumped again from a higher spot, and this time reached the platform because it's easier to get to it. Now you're mine, shouted Sonic right to Robotnik in his ear. No, very fanfic. Oh my god. Alright, so what was... Okay. I'm not gonna fall for this easily, said Robotnik, who then grabbed a crystal remote control out of his pocket and pressed a button on it that made a dome of lasers around Robotnik. Get out of here, yelled Robotnik. I am Robotnik and I will have my way with the treasures of this island, said Robotnik. Robotnik flew up higher on his platform and Sonic had already fell from the lasers that were on the floating platform, so Sonic did get to go too. Robotnik disappeared to a purple and black pearl at the top of the ceiling, and Sonic was left at the bottom of the room on the middle of the stairs. What the fuck? Who is that? Who is that Tails guy? What is that? You shot every Robotnik. Yeah, shot every single one. This is the right room to... See, Amy still needs to be there somewhere. I need to get Tails out of that locked cage, said Sonic, thinking about what he should do next. Sonic ran up the stairs really fast and down the hallway at the top of the stairs. At the top of the stairs on the second floor. Shut the fuck up, Tails. Sonic picked a door and ran to the door. The room Sonic ran into had a big picture of an old man on it, and it looked just so old that it was seeing a skeleton right there. Sonic said, this man probably died ages ago and left all his money from being in real estate to his sons who built this place. Sonic thought that this was not the right room to be in, so he left it and went to the next room. What was the point of that? This was the right room to be in, Sonic knew immediately. There was a big red bed, and Amy was tied with rope around her feet and hands, and there was another rope around her head with a lock in her mouth, so she couldn't open it or say anything at all. Sonic ran right to the bed without doing anything before doing that, and untied Amy with his sonic speed. I am so glad you're here, Amy, said Amy. This problem's not turning out like I hoped it would when it brought this dress. Amy's wearing a pretty red dress that was like what she normally wears, but longer. There was 2 flowers on the 2 shoulders. Amy's dress also made her boobs look bigger than Sonic noticed. Sonic thought for just a moment that this is a perfect moment to get her to give sex to him, but he did not do it because Tails said. Where's the key to open Tails' cage? Said Sonic to Amy. We need to open Tails' cage. You cannot get out of the cage. I saw Robotnik putting a key in the safe behind the picture of the room you were just in, saying, so let's go get it. Amy and Sonic ran to the next room. Sonic got there first. He was the faster one in the relationship. Sonic punched his big strong hand right through the painting like a bodybuilder and found the safe behind the building. This safe needs a password, said Sonic. What could it be? I know Wolf must be really excited right now. Sonic thought long and hard about everything he knew about Robotnik. Sonic knew Robotnik was a gay asshole who always ruined Sonic's plans to be a hero, and now he ruined Sonic's prom. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Sonic tapped on his brain and thought harder. Maybe the password is his name. said Amy. It was not. Sonic knew it before Sonic put in the safe lock. I'd love her for her body, thought Sonic. Sonic thought hard and had an idea. What if the password is Seoic Solidarity? Finally shouted Sonic at Amy next to him. Amy, who was there, said, "What does that mean?" Amy, Sonic's girlfriend, was confused. It's chaos almost backwards from what he really wants, but messed up so he wouldn't guess him, said Green Sonic, so happy. Sonic typed the password into the safe, and would you know it, it popped open, and this was the big key, so Sonic took it. Sonic ran down the stairs, and then Amy did, and then Sonic opened Tails' cage, and Tails got out. Thank you for the track and speedrunner, and Tails being Mega Man X. Those aren't real accounts, are they? Okay, whatever. I'm so glad to be safe again. Next to you, Sonic, day is saved. Tails is smiling bigger than Crocodile, having a silly dream, but Sonic was not. What is wrong, Sonic? Everything is right now, said Sonic. No, it isn't, said Sonic, so mad and sad. Robotnik got away with a real punishment for what he did. Sonic shook his face at the sky, thinking about how Eggman Robotnik slipped away like a slippery balloon that Sonic let go of. But we are safe. We are all safe, Amy said. That was what really matters. Sonic figured right then that Amy's superpower must be being nice because, like he knew before, it wasn't being smart, which Tails was best, and Sonic was also good at also. Got a bitch. Thank you for the bits. Dragon Speedrunner. Sonic didn't even think about how his day at school was bad anymore because his balls didn't even really itch anymore. Sonic laughed, Tails laughed, Ames laughed, and they went home ready for the next day of high school. That's funny. Sonic did like in the first chapter and went to school again. Now it's lunchtime and Sonic was in the lunchroom. Sonic was telling all the people at his table, who were Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, Espio, and Charmy B, about what did happen yesterday, but Tails already knew, so he's nodding his head like a real good friend. You should have seen it, said Sonic. I was in the house and I saw Robotnik, but I let him get away right before I could have killed him. Sonic laughed and Tails laughed at the same time. Stop fapping there, Marcus. We aren't even the good part yet. Knuckles said, you should stop going on cool adventures because high school is more important, said Knuckles. Sonic knew because they're right, because it's called Sonic High School. It should be more about the high school part. So Sonic asked who all they were up to. Oh, hey Tim, how's it going? Yeah, we've got some serious cringe going on right now. Well, I'm entering the science competition, said Tails. To win the science competition, I have to come up with the best invention. My invention is this invisibility hat. Tails is here. It makes you invisible, but I can't do that right now because I have to make sure it works perfect for the science competition. Tails is so smart that Sonic knew he would win the science competition because Tails is like Einstein. That is really badly spelled Einstein. Nerd, shout Knuckles right to Tails' ear. What a bad guy. I'm just hanging out and not going to class because I want to cause trouble, said Knuckles. Knuckles is so bad that he would cause trouble. Sonic thought Knuckles was a fuck. Shadow was the next, and he was badder than Knuckles, but in a different way. I'm not going to be around much longer, said Knuckles. He always did ... At the end of what he was saying because it was mysterious. Where are you going? Said Tails, because he was curious. I'm going to kill my parents, said Shadow. See, this is how Shadow's worse than Knuckles. He did serious bad things. At least at the end of the day, Knuckles could sleep. Shadow was too dark for that. I'm going to try out for the football team, said Espio. Espio was athletic like Sonic, but not as fast, but he had a horn on his nose, so it was good for attacking people in front of him, so Sonic thought he'd be good for football. I'm going to try out for the play, said Charmy B. Charmy B was loud singing always. You're an annoying fag, so you should do great, said Knuckles. Do not hurt my feelings, said Charmy. Charmy's used to being hectored, so he's able to remove himself from his potent fury. Yeah, this doesn't fuck around. This doesn't fuck around. Do you see Rouge right now, said Espio? She's looking so hot in her tiny bra. SBO obviously wanted to kiss her deep. That was a big gig of ice cream. Yeah. You should ask her out, said Sonic. But the prom was yesterday, said SBO. That's okay, you can date anytime, said Sonic. Oh, says SBO. Well, I'm going to kiss and sex her tonight. SBO's like a little boy looking at his mom boob at the first time. Sonic and Tails together were both looking at each other and they wanted to help SBO. Hard to pay attention to the story with the face cam. Alright, let's see. We're going to help you get a date, said Sonic and Tails at the same time simultaneously. And we're going to do it right now, said Sonic and Tails. Sonic and Tails got up and Puff grabbed one of SBO's arms and dragged him across the room. Sonic didn't most of the dragging because he was stronger and put him right at Rouge. What's this about, said Rouge with a questioning sound. She blinked her eyelids quickly like a race car. What do you want? Why are you here? SBO looked at it right in her eyes with a passion like 100 barking dogs and said, Rouge, will you go out with me? SBO was sweating and there was drops of sweat dropping off his hands in front of her. I don't know, said Rouge and looked at SBO. Rouge gave him a sexy look that made SBO feel in love. Please do it, said Sonic and Tails together at the same time. Okay, we could go on a date tonight, said Rouge. Sonic and Tails and SBO were stoked and high-fived right there. But by the time they had nice ended, one of them would have done their first sex. Oh my god. Now here's the hard part, said SBO. How do I put sex in her without getting in trouble? Sonic and Tails looked at each other and thought, uh-oh. And SBO walked out while holding on to Rouge's boobies because they are now boyfriend and girlfriend and it's allowed to do it. Okay. Oh, okay. I've never walked around just with my hands on someone's boobs, but okay. Doing their first sex. Chapter 5. Preparations. So we got through preparations A through G. I guess we're on the preparation H. Kingston. It was the end of the day at school, and it was time that Sonic and Tails and Knuckles got back on the bus at the bus stop, boarded all the way home from school. We are on the bus now, said Tails. No more classes. Tails was happy but sad because he was smart. Sonic and Tails sat down together, and Knuckles sat right in the middle of the aisle, which he usually did not do, but sometimes did when not everyone was on the bus. It looked like SBO and Rouge were not on the bus because they were too busy getting ready to go sex tonight now that they are boyfriend and girlfriend. Knuckles later across the aisle even more stretched out than when he just sat across two seats because now the limits were the Alpha and the Omega. How can we help SBO? Said Sonic to Tails. Tails responded, I don't know, and thought about on the bus. The bus drove bumpy on the bumpful roads all the way home, and then they got out at the bus stop that they normally got in the bus just like always. Sonic ran out of the bus, and then Tails and then Knuckles in order. Time to go home, said Tails. We're almost there. And they walked all the rest of the way to home. When they got home, it was dinner time, and Sonic was at a different home from Tails and Knuckles because they are all in different families, so they did not live together. And Sonic's mom made dinner. Sonic's mom made Chinese food, and Sonic ate it, and at the end there was a fortune cookie. Sonic broke it open and ate the cookie part, which kept the paper that was inside because it held a magical fortune in it. Sonic looked at the fortune and read it to himself inside his head. So, too much of a religious background. That's why we got Sonic in with the Bible up there in the upper left. The path to glory begins at the pace of your friend's penis, said Sonic inside his head, reading the fortune cookie paper, and he knew it was a good sign for what was about to happen when SBO and Rouge went to sex. Then the phone rang. Sonic ran to the phone, picked it up, and said, hello, into it. It was Tails. I have an idea, said Tails on the phone to Sonic, who was listening, but not speaking. I could give SBO my invisibility hat for the science competition. He used it to do sex for Rouge. So Sonic smiled so wide like the King of Fire, finding out he burned out New York City with only his fire powers. Sonic and Tails went into SBO's house later, which was not too easy to walk to normally for most people, but Sonic was super fast, so he ran there and helped Tails get there too, seeing that Tails is not as fast as Sonic. They knocked on the house and SBO came out the door. Here's my invisibility hat that you can use with Rouge Knot to make sex in. It makes it impossible to see and impossible to hear you while you're wearing the hat, or when someone who is wearing the hat wants you to also be impossible to see and impossible to hear. Screamed Tails, whose voice was a little hoarse from ordering food with the lunch lady whose hearing was lost in the earthquake in her childhood. Fuck if I know. Jivey. Fuck if I know. They never elaborate on that again. Never comes up again. Alright. Tails had to say the things he wanted so loud, and she'd still say what, and Tails wondered why she even had ears, so she wasn't going to use them. SBO grabbed the invisibility hat from Tails' hand and said, "Cool, thanks," and just kept going, so Sonic and Tails left and wished them luck from far away at their own homes. Back at home, Sonic thought it would be good that SBO would get the sex into Rouge so he could explain to Sonic, and Sonic would know how to find Amy's sex spots even better, because otherwise he would have to read about online, because all he knew about was kissing, which wasn't really sex, but it was probably kind of the same thing, and Sonic would just read about it online before talking about it anyway. He would know the right words for the things then. Lady Hype. Sonic sat on a chair that was in front of the Sonic computer and opened up Sonic Instant Messenger and messaged Amy, who was doing the same thing back at her home, and said, "Hey Amy, why did you finally become true boyfriend and girlfriend by reaching sex this weekend?" Sonic waited for a long time on his computer. It seemed like Amy was not there because she did not respond to anything. Sonic played games online, beat all the final bosses because he was like an alien sent to Earth to destroy records set by others, so he's literally Todd Rogers. Then finally Amy responded. What Amy said was, "No way." Sonic was so shocked his brain must have felt like a total idiot. By the way, this is a straight from Doctor Without Borders. I have a donation link underneath if you'd like to contribute. Thank you very much. We're not doing the whole spiel this time. I got too much reading ahead of me. Chapter 6, SBO and Rouge. SBO walked to Rouge's house because it was time for their date together, and all SBO could think about was that they were about to make sex for the first time. SBO looked at the computer and read about what to do and what the right words were, so he wouldn't know how it works and how to say it right, so no one would make fun of him. It was Rouge's house he was at now, and it was in front of him. I can't look away. It's a train wreck, that's what it is. It's an absolute train wreck. SBO knocked Rouge's house door. "I hope she is home," says SBO, and she was. She opened the door just then. "Hello, I'm home," says Rouge, looking always sexy in her tiny baby bra and big cool boobs. SBO thought she looked like the hottest woman in the world that she could see from here. "Where are you taking me on our date tonight?" whispered Rouge in a sex-filled voice. SBO thought this one over on the way over so he could say it right on the first time and get her to do exactly what you wanted. That's sex. "Well," said SBO, just let me put on this science hat and we will begin sex." Rouge looked shocked, and she probably was excited too. SBO could tell because they both had an erection. Oh my god. Why? What? Said Rouge in a shocked way. "Right here?" SBO said, "Yes, this hat was made by Tails specifically for our date. It makes it impossible to see and impossible to hear while I'm wearing it." SBO did a cool face at her because being smart can be cool too as long as you're not a nerd ass. Rouge said, "Okay, let's go inside," and gently grabbed SBO's hand, but he pulled it back and she fell, causing him to fall, and they both together fell on the grass where they rolled around until they were about in the middle of Rouge's house front lawn, so there's plenty of room around them for activities. "Not yet. You're still time, Benoit." "No," said SBO, "I want to make sex in you right here." And SBO put on the invisibility hat so nobody could see or hear them, and a whole new world of possibilities were option to them so they could do sex in whatever way they wanted, and it was time to start sex right now. SBO revealed his penis to Rouge, who looked at it. Rouge said "cool" and took out her vagina. SBO's penis is really big from looking at Rouge like he was in church, and it was so boring you just get a boner anyway. Rouge's vagina looked like a surprise ghost. The fuck? SBO's penis approached Rouge like a plane flying down the airport, but instead of being full of businessmen, it was full of SBO's creamy Italian salads. "Here it comes," cried SBO, ramming his mob venture into Rouge's vagina spot. Rouge screamed sex noises as SBO messed around with her boobs and face like she was the X-Men arcade game. SBO slapped his big awesome penis from side to side in her vagina like a hot dog windshield wiper, and Rouge is ripping grass from the lawn. Then SBO used his tail to flip her over, he can do this, and put his penis into her butt. He moved his penis in circles in her butthole like he was building a golf course and digging out the back nine. Rouge was flapping her bat wings like an idiot, not flying because SBO was holding onto her ass cheeks, pressing into one of his fingers, and leaving marks that looked like it said "wow" when combined with the spot where her butthole is, and that's why she felt, because SBO seemed to be a sex professional. SBO used his tail again to flip her over and did all-star sex things like using his penis like a rolling pin on her face and plugging his penis into her belly button to see how far it would go, and making a balls hurricane with swirling his balls and her balls. Finally, they both got so sexy that SBO's penis ejaculated. Semen came out, it landed on Rouge, who was lying there on the lawn, but no one could see it, so it was okay. At that part, SBO screamed, "It's semen time!" And Rouge shouted, "Create a generation in me." SBO ejaculated semen into her vagina, and that was what happened. Oh my god, yeah. Slow it down. Alright. Yeah, she has balls. Apparently, she also had an erection earlier. Alright. Now that they were done doing sex, they put their penis and vagina and balls away, and SBO took off the invisibility hat. It was like nothing ever happened, but they both know it did because they were there for it. Bye-bye, said SBO, and SBO walked off her property and went to his house and did the rest of his thing until school happened the next day. Oh my god. Chapter 7, Teenage Women. No calls? No, this is all hardcore shit right now. None of this touchy-feely stuff. We had front sex, whispered SBO at the people at his lunch table. SBO was at school at the lunchroom and also was Tails and Knuckles, Charming Bee, and Vector too. I ejaculated from my penis and into her body, but you haven't done that. They haven't done that. Just a quickie. Yeah, she is a cheap hooker. How come you can't see where your hands are? They're here, see? Hands. Not fapping. Wow, cool. You are the coolest after Sonic, said Tails, who was right there, so he didn't have to shout. It was good not to shout because it was supposed to be a secret. Tails did not hear the whole school talking about SBO's penis and balls like with Sonic in Chapter 1, but in a different way. Sex. Yeah, speaking of Sonic, where is that gay bag, said Vector, who was captain of the school's football team. Vector was good at this because he was big and strong and had sharp teeth under his mouth. Just kidding, said Vector's. Sonic is cool. I don't know, said Tails to Vector. Where Sonic was somewhere else, trying to find Amy, who was not at lunch. Checking it right now. Sonic was knocking on Amy's door at her house. Are you home, said Sonic. It was like Amy was not home because she was not opening the door. Where is that gay bag? Wolf is talking about himself right now. He's definitely fapping. Sonic was worried about Amy because she was his only girlfriend. She denied his sex offer. So he ran into the door and barged it down like it was made of nothing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we absolutely could. We absolutely fucking could. Oh, I don't think I'm that mean. I don't think I could do that to anybody. Not even Wolf. I guess you need to get her to read this then. Sonic was now in Amy's house. Amy's house was really pink because that was Amy's color. Sonic looked around Amy's house for Amy, but Sonic could not find anyone. Sonic finally went to Amy's bedroom and opened the door up. What Sonic saw next was what he did not expect. Amy was there tied up in her bed with a thing in her mouth she couldn't talk. Sonic did scream and ran over to Amy, who was looking at his with tears in her eyes. She looked sad and starved like African kids. Sonic united Amy. She sat up and cried into Sonic's arms. It was awful, said Amy. He came into my room in the evening, tied me up in this bed, and messed up the things in my room. Amy was right. Her room looked messy. So, get a maid, said Sonic, always thinking about his solution to the problems. So who tied you up? Who was? Be calm, Amy. Calm down and talk to me. Sonic patted Amy on the back to help her. It was Shadow. I saw him outside his house next door with a machine gun and a sword going in his house to kill his mom, and he saw me. He knew I saw him, so he tied me up like a brigand. Amy said all this. Sonic was shocked that Amy said this to him. He remembered now that in that other part where Xiao said he was going to kill his mom, but no one thought about it more than once because Xiao was always a bad guy. What they didn't realize was Xiao was serious. Okay, was it him who also said that you would not have sex with Sonic manager? Said Sonic to Amy. Yes, I did not talk to you then, spoke Amy back to Sonic. So how do you really feel about it? Asked Sonic, whose brain was now humming with sex ideas. Shit, I don't know, said Amy, still all worked up. Give me a day. Right now, let's get things right. So Sonic and Amy went back to school where everyone else was besides them. Sonic and Amy saw Espio walking around between a lot of other people. Hey, here you are, said Espio to Sonic and Amy. I had sex with Rouge last night. Do not tell everyone, said Espio. Oh, that's right, you did. I almost forgot, said Sonic. Hear that, Amy? And Amy's like, yeah. You gotta tell me about it later so I know what to do to Amy, said Sonic and turned around. Sonic heard a sound coming from down the hallway where someone was coming. It was a really fat guy who looked so huge to him. The fat guy got closer and closer to see who it was, and it was Rouge. Oh, hey, Porkchop, how's it going? Wow, you are so fat now, said Espio. What's that about? Rouge got mad and surprised at Espio. Well, you got me pregnant, said Rouge. Oh my god, said Sonic to himself without saying it in his voice. She's pregnancy fat. No, Marcus, no. That means she will have a baby. Amy was smiling for real, Rouge. That's so nice. I hope you have a great baby. Yeah, already. It's Sonic Universe. Everything's fast. Sonic tried to be a good boyfriend and said, hope your baby's cool, and smiled. Espio looked more worried than everything else. So I'm gonna be your baby's dad, said Espio, worried inside both. Better believe it, fat boy, said voice that sounded just like Shadow's. Chameleon biological possibility. Well, this doesn't have to be biological. Okay, this is. I just kind of fucking happy. Well, I kind of assumed you were doing that anyway, can't you? Shadow, Sonic said. It was Shadow there. Surprised to see me? Said Shadow. We know what you did to your mother, screamed Amy like a crazy man. It was. Shadow cut her off and did not let finish her saying sentence. You did not see anything. I'm a Shadow. I know how to commit crimes. You think I have not killed a person before? I have. Shadow crossed his arms and sneered at Amy, looking at her. But I saw you. You saw nothing. I stopped you. It doesn't matter. You're way inside your house to kill your mom, said Amy. Amy shook around because she was all nervous and her smaller than Rouge's, but still good boobs, wiggle a little. It's not probably cool to see, and you wanted to support her. Best dialogue ever. Go make sex to it. Oh my god. Alright. The fuck. I did not kill my mom. I was going into my house to protect her from Dr. Robotnik, Shadow said. Ah, okay, said Sonic, and Sonic and Espio went to class because it started and they were still in the high school hallway. You need to appreciate every glorious word. He was trying to ship my Ultra Chaos Emerald shards to space so he could collect them in his egg spaceship, said Shadow to Amy in an explaining way. Alright, I'll be right back. I really need to blow my nose, get some water. These voices. Alright, thank you, Marcus. I'll be right back. Alright, so what's going on here in the chat? Okay. Oh my god. It was nice. Fuck, guys. Alright. Alright, so where was I at? But I saw you, then Amy said. You saw nothing. I stopped you, Shadow said. Doesn't matter, you were on your way inside your house. Oh no, I already said that. Ah, okay, so Sonic and SBO went to class because it's dark and they were still in the high school hallway. Oh, shit. Alright. He was trying to ship my Ultra Chaos Emeralds to space so he could collect them in his egg space station, said Shadow to Amy in an explaining way. Close enough, I'm trying. Gotta do something about him. I understand you had a reason to tie me up, but do not kill your mother, responded Amy. I was only kidding because the other guys were being all too important about themselves, and I do not think that was a good quality for high school students to be. High school students should be nice and caring and not talk about themselves like they're the best, because that will only make us all assholes, which isn't what we should be trying to be. Shadow said that to Amy, and she understood that he was a good guy and had a reason for tying her up on bed, even if he had bad times when it was dark and did crimes in the cityscape. They both went to class in different directions, so this conversation ended. Yeah. Ooh, fucking Tails. So, yeah, Chuck was gonna. Did you really tweet this out? Did you really? Later, after school, Sonic went on Sonic Messenger and talked to SBO. Hey, SBO, how are you? Did you know that what you're gonna do about being for Rouge's baby? He said into the computer. Listen, Sonic, it's hard for me to say, said SBO in the computer, which went across the internet to Sonic. I want Rouge to get an abortion. Sonic was upset because Rouge's baby would not survive it. In fact, Rouge's baby would die. There has to be another way, SBO, said Sonic in Sonic Messenger. But if you really want to do it, that's okay because it was your decision. Oh my god, guys. Good, because I want you to help me. I'm going to go to Rouge tomorrow at school and slip her the abortion pill in one of her meals. You will help me by distracting her from me, said SBO then. This is a very verified Sonic account. Okay, see you, said Sonic. The next day happened and Sonic was at lunch. I won the science competition, but you didn't come, Sonic, said Tails in a sad, mad way. I wanted you to come because I'm such a good friend to you, but you did not, and I won anyway without you. Tails was mad at Sonic, which did not usually happen because they were the best friends. Wow, sorry, Tails. I was so busy, I did not know, said Sonic. Tries to make Tails happy again. Kiss my ass, dick! Screamed Tails to Sonic and flew out of the room with his flying tails. This is awful, said Sonic. He's my best friend. He knew this was a big problem, but changed his mind to think about Rouge and SBO, and then went over to where Rouge was going to get the abortion pill from SBO. Vector was there too, which is weird because he usually was not. Okay, SBO, are you ready? Said Sonic going to SBO. SBO shook his head yes. Hey Rouge, how are you doing today? How was class? Do you have lots of homework? What are you eating for lunch? Sonic said to Rouge to distract her from SBO. Looks like Sonic did it perfectly because while he's asking these things, SBO put the abortion pill in Rouge's salad. Rouge ate salads because she is thin. Rouge answered the questions, but no one was paying attention because they were now glad it was done. Uh-oh, what's this? Said Rouge, suddenly looking like a shock wound. Fuck off. Fuck off. What is wrong? Asked SBO. He was worrying that Rouge found the abortion pill in her salad and was looking at it. I think I'm having my baby. Here it comes. Rouge said this before she even ate the abortion pill, so everyone knew the baby was coming for real. Uh-oh, said all of them together, but Rouge. Oh my god, Wolf. Oh my god, Wolf. Yeah, no, not happening. Rouge lied down on the ground and they put a curtain around her so no one could really see what was going on because it was going to be gross. They could see a baby start to come out of her butt, and it was crying a lot. Everyone wanted the baby to shut up already because they were just trying to have lunch, but now there's a baby coming out in the lunchroom at high school. Mrs. Lesson, who was also the school nurse, said, "Get out of my way, kids. I have to help this baby get out of Rouge. Babies are too weak to do this by themselves." Mrs. Lesson went behind the curtain and helped pull the baby out of Rouge's butt and was still crying. Could you believe it? Rouge was exhausted from her baby. Mrs. Lesson was not. Mrs. Lesson held the baby in her hands while it was still crying and held it out to her own. "Look at it," said Mrs. Lesson. Rouge's baby was red and had long hair and it had big white fists. He's coming out of the butt. I mean, the top button is unbuttoned. Yeah. There's more of this coming. Not see this coming. 9. A bunch of babies. Yeah. Plot twist. Shirtless stream. Yeah, I'm not gonna get banned from Twitch. Not gonna happen. Rouge's baby just continued to do crying louder than a monster truck. Sonic looked at the baby real close. "Hey, SBO," said Sonic. "Hey, aren't babies supposed to look like you? Rouge's baby doesn't look like you, but looks like someone else I know." Sonic rubbed his chin and thought about who it was that it looked like. "Yeah, SBO, Rouge's baby looked like Knuckles," said Vector. "Cool, I'm gonna go tell him." Vector ran like a crocodile would to find Knuckles to tell him what he said. Rouge was still on the ground looking all tired and sore, and Mrs. Lesson was rubbing her butt because she was hurting from the baby that came out when she gave birth to her baby. That dang baby was still crying. SBO looked worried about it. "You guys are right. Why does not that baby look like me?" SBO went over to Mrs. Lesson, who was holding the baby still, and looked at it closer, and still could not see himself in the baby. "This does not make sense," said SBO to the baby. Just then, Vector came out of the door, and there was Knuckles too, huffing and puffing and looking surprised. Knuckles went to Rouge and looked at the baby. "Wagyu," he said, making that sound when he saw the baby, Rouge's baby, that looked like him. The baby was still crying. "What's wrong with you?" yelled Knuckles at Rouge. "Why'd you go and have a baby? Now I gotta be your dad." He kept yelling at her with the maddest feelings. Knuckles thought about his horoscope he read this morning. It was that your biggest fear will come true, so you better watch out. Now he knew what that meant. It was about Rouge's baby, because Knuckles did not want this responsibility. It was harder than having a dog. Rouge was tired and Rouge's baby was crying, but Rouge was crying, scared of Knuckles' volcano rage, said, "I'm sorry, it was supposed to be SB the baby. I'm sorry it was because he would not treat me like this." What Rouge said set Knuckles into the next level of his anger. He turned even redder and looked at SBO. "You tried to have a baby with her? Rouge is mine. You are not allowed." Knuckles charged at SBO, but Vector held him back. Sonic thought, "Vector, why would you bring him here if you just knew it was going to cause trouble?" "Alright, thanks for the bit, Porkchop." SBO said, "What? I did not know. You are not boyfriend and girlfriend." SBO seemed scared, but still kind of calm. We are, but it was a secret. Now you have to pay. Knuckles kept trying to get at Espio, but Vector was holding him back. And thank goodness Vector was here because he was the captain of the football team. It could restrain him like a crocodile seatbelt. They could also talk to you. Knuckles could not get to him, so he said, "Tomorrow we will fight. Meet me in the hallway at the end of the school and prepare for me to beat you on your ass, shit man." Knuckles stormed out of the lunchroom and went away. Just soil yourself. Alright, Rouge's baby stopped crying and said, "No, come back. You don't have to fight Espio," but it was too late because Knuckles was so gone by then. Alright, there we go. Rouge patted her baby on the head and said, "You should go to sleep and get your rest, baby. You are probably tired." So Rouge's baby went to sleep and was finally quiet. Espio tried his best to look like a big tough guy, not panic, but he was secretly scared and went back to doing what he was doing before this baby thing happened. So did Sonic, too. The rest of the schools and getting home from school happened. Sonic did not see Tails or Knuckles for any part of it. Tails was still mad at Sonic. Sonic took out a Sonic phone on his way home and called his girlfriend, Amy. Thanks for the bits, Chevy. Or baby cry. Baby in the mobile lunch. Yes, they did. It came out her ass. It came out her ass. Hey, so did you decide if you wanted sex at Sonic? No, not acting out the crime. You know, Amy, Sonic, I'm just too stressed out and nervous by everything going on in high school. Things are so crazy. Damn, said Sonic. He hung up the phone and finished getting home. Sonic thought they would never be true boyfriend and girlfriend with Amy at this rate. It was almost like she had a second boyfriend that Sonic did not know about, and this is why Amy did not want sex with Sonic. Sonic had dinner and then thought about his friends. Espio and Knuckles were both his friends, but they were intending to fight. What could Sonic do? Actually, Wise is also an ass baby. Sonic figured that they are both still his friends, but he would go visit Espio because he was not the one that said the fight, and because Knuckles had spikes on his hand that would make it hard to beat him in a fight. Sonic went to Espio's house. Ding dong, said Espio's doorbell, and Sonic went to the door. Espio showed up to the door and opened it. Hey, Sonic, thanks for coming, said Espio to Sonic. You gotta help me prepare for this fight. We should start by learning how to get rid of puncture wounds. I was trying not to look nervous to Knuckles, but actually, I was. Also, did you hear about Charmy B? No, I did not hear, said Sonic back to Espio. Sonic... Knuckles kidnapped that little gay and is threatening to hurt him if I don't show up to fight him tomorrow. So I have to, especially now, because the gods will crush my school even if Charmy B is an annoying idiot loser, said Espio, then back to Sonic. Oh no, that's really bad, said Sonic. Sonic knew this now had to happen too because his morals were probably the best ever. He did not know that Knuckles would stoop to such a mean thing. Sonic and Espio then walked into Espio's house and up the stairs to Espio's bedroom. Our other friend is here too, said Espio just to open the door to his bedroom. Espio finished opening the door and there was Tails, who was standing in Espio's room. The moment Tails saw Sonic, his face turned to a salad of anger, the devil, and lava. It's voices. I can't do voices. We've established that by now. I'm sorry, I can't do voices. You just got to deal with my normal voice. Oh shit, this is a long chapter. Okay. Chapter 10, 2 different fights. Lesson of the Mickey Mouse attempt. Why are you here? Screamed Tails with the anger of a million angry birds. Sonic was shocked because Tails was his best friend, and Tails was smart, but Tails was super pissed at Sonic for not coming to this science competition even though they were best friends. Sonic moved his mouth, but words did not come out because he did not know what to say. Sonic was a mixture of mad and sad and frustrating because he did not know what he could do to get Tails to be his friend again. At times like this, Sonic thought about Amy's fine body because it set his mind at ease. I am here for my friend, said Sonic. Our friend, Espio. We are still friends too, Tails. You're just too mad to see that. I know what I see, Tails got screamed. I am so smart! Espio tried to get in between them, even though it was his house they were in right now, and said, Guys, please, let's just make sure I can fight Knuckles and not get owned. Sonic and Knuckles ignored him for the moment, and he continued to be in a fuss. I'm sorry, bro, but I don't understand. What could we do to make our friendship the best one ever once again, said Sonic to Tails. Sonic wiggled his two tails and looked to the side in a thinking way. I don't know, said Tails to Sonic. But you know what? Here, take this. Tails took out a blue book from his spot and threw it in the ground in front of Sonic. It was what it was when Sonic looked at it. It was Sonic's journal! What? How did you get this? Said Sonic to Tails. I gave this Miss Lesson before she read about my balls problem. I lied. I did not go to the science competition last night. I still went to school, but instead of going to the science competition, I used my science hat of invisibility to sneak into Mrs. Lesson's room and get your journal. I wanted to get your journal so no one else could read your business and see your gay ball problems that I know you still have, even though you think you are getting better. I was going to give it back to you, but you were not there at the competition like you should have been, even though I'm such a good friend to you. Even now, when I could be reaching my moment of genius, I was doing a thing for you because I want you to be happy. Tails said to Sonic with a voice of emotion. Sonic did not know what to say. High school drama was so insane to be a part of. Sonic picked up his journal and felt he was going to cry because he was being an asshole jerk to his best friend who was only trying to make him happy. Tails, you did not have to do this, finally said Sonic respondingly. What matters is that I did, said Tails, and also you do not care for my special day because you're too busy trying to be true boyfriend and girlfriend to Amy. Goodbye, Sonic, said Tails right before he flew out of Espio's bedroom window with his flying tails, and then he did. Alright, thank you for the host, Porkchop. Very much appreciated. This is just so shitty, said Espio to Sonic, who is now the other person in his bedroom. I still have to fight Knuckles tomorrow, but your different kind of fight with Tails is just as crazy. That's for me to figure out with Tails, said Sonic. Let's get back to making sure you cannot be defeated by Knuckles. Sonic and Espio spent all night in Espio's bedroom, reading books and watching videos about fighting and learning how to be the best at it. By the time the night was over, Espio was ready to face Knuckles. Alright. Alright. They went to school on this new day, and school happened and was over. Now they were in the hall, which Knuckles said to meet him for the fight. There were a crowd of people around him, including Sonic, who looked worried, Rouge, who looked worried and with her baby, and Vector, who was smiling. Also in the crowd was Tails, and with him Cream the Rabbit, who was Charmy Bee's girlfriend. Cream was a little woman and pretty smart, but not as smart as Tails. Her boobs were smaller than both Amy's and Rouge's, but they were still high quality in their own way. It's surprising that most people that are gay like Charmy is even allowed to have a girlfriend, but it just goes to show you that the impossible is not what you think it is. Then Espio jumped out of the crowd in the middle where Knuckles was. So you decided to come anyway, said Knuckles, even though you know you asked to get torn up by my moves. I do not want to fight you, Knuckles, said Espio to Knuckles. But I'm doing this for Charmy and Rouge. I'm doing this for Charmy because you kidnapped him, for Rouge because you do not respect her baby. Then let's do this, said Knuckles. Knuckles charged at Espio with his fist like an elephant running at a hunter, trying to kill him for his powers. But Espio jumped out of the way and onto the wall like a pro jumper, which he learned to do last night. Espio jumped at Knuckles with a kick move, and Knuckles punched at his foot, and they met with a purple and red explosion of power that knocked them both back. They continued to jump around and attack each other, and they did this for a while. It was difficult to watch for everyone. Rouge was in the crowd for baby. This is so difficult to watch, said Rouge. Violence should not be a solution to conflict, said Rouge's baby, peeking out between his hands. You are right. Why do people do this like this? I hate it, said Rouge to Rouge's baby. Rouge has become a different person since she had a baby. She used to be only sexy, but now Rouge was sexy and matronly. Yes, fuck this evil world, said Rouge's baby. Rouge then revealed her boob to her baby and had her eat from it like a baby would do. Rouge's baby thought that was the best part about being a baby, because not everyone would get cool boobs like this delivered to them on their doorstep like a milkman. Babies did not have much to worry about anyway, so Rouge's ace boobs made paradise a reality for baby. I have a feeling, said Rouge's baby, you should lie down and relax. So Rouge lied down on her back and the fight continued to go on. Knuckles and Espio were both bloody and gross looking like two waiters that were holding messy foods and then walking to each other, causing the meals to launch into the air and fall down on them and ruin the nice clothes they got from the store. They were breathing hard and were tired, but they kept going, jumping and kicking and punching and running. It looked like two people doing a dance, but hitting each other also. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? No. No. Not cool. Not cool at all. Knuckles kicked his feet out at Espio, but Espio jumped up and dodged them and came back down and hit Knuckles in the mouth and knocked him onto the floor/ground. Is this enough yet? Are we done? Shouted Espio to Knuckles. How will this ever end? Knuckles looked up at the ground at Espio standing over him. Knuckles had a Twinkie in his eyes, and as he looked up at Espio, crawled towards him. Espio did not do anything but watch him and feel dangerous. Come closer, said Knuckles in a whisper voice, so Espio bent down and put his face in Knuckles'. Knuckles looked up and down at Espio's sweaty purple body and into his eyes and said, I respect you. And then grabbed his face as gentle as a deer and kissed him on the mouth. When Knuckles kissed him, he did it extra hard, sometimes with his eyes shut, sometimes looking at Espio's deep yellow eyes that looked like a circus of loving men. Their tongues met in the middle of their mouths like two chicken cutlets that were acting like cats that loved each other. When Espio was watching fighting videos last night, he was not expecting he would have to do kissing too, but he liked it. They went on kissing for a full minute while everyone watched, wondering if they were done fighting or just taking a break to kiss. Finally, the back part of Knuckles' body began to lift off the ground while his mouth was still making out with Espio. Finally, the power became so strong that his mouth was removed from Espio and their spit was like a shiny extension cord that connected an appliance to a wall outlet. Knuckles then began to glow while floating in the air, and the whole place became a little windy. On the side, Tails said to Cream, Wow, I know what this is. This is a rare moment of science we will never probably see again in a lifetime or ever. It is called a body donation and was invented by Einstein. It was when someone reaches a moment of such powerful love that they can choose to restart their lives as part of the person they love. Einstein invented this by making his wife love him so much during a romance pasta dinner that she became a baby that was like him, but then he killed his wife, the baby, because he thought it was too dangerous to have her live in a world without testing in a laboratory first. It is a fact that if it looks like magic, it is not magic. It is science, so deal with it. Knuckles glided on the wind forward through the crowd of people in front of him and into Rouge's mouth, where he disappeared into. It was a good thing Rouge's baby had premonitions to her to lie down, as then Knuckles did a U-turn in Rouge's sex-filled body and came out of her butt as a newborn baby that looked like Espio. This was all science. Yeah. Yeah. That's chapter 10. Another bug. Yes. Oh my god. Who came up with this shit? Dark Doom Fire Master. Oh my god. Chapter 11. Tails and Cream. That baby is Espio, said Tails. Tails, being smart, was right. Knuckles had done an Einstein body donation and became Espio and Rouge's babies, but was still Knuckles. Rouge picked the baby up and held him in her other arm, and because her baby was Knuckles before he became baby was in her other arm. Now you have two babies to look after, said Tails. Good luck. Yeah, it's always Wolf's fault. Yeah, this is pretty fucked up. Sonic was on the other side of the hall and wished that Tails was talking to him, but Tails was still mad at him, so he was not. Rouge grabbed her two babies and had them both eat from her terrific boobs. She smiled and felt like a mother, and Sonic thought. Sonic said what he was thinking and said, Rouge, you should name your babies. It will be hard to tell them apart if you do not. Rouge thought that this thought was good. Rouge went over to Espio, who was sitting on the ground, looking bad and tired for fighting Knuckles before he became Espio's baby. Hey, Espio, what should we name our baby that looks like you? Said Rouge to Espio. It is still Knuckles according to Tails, so we should keep his name Knuckles, said Espio to Rouge. Now we're in Chapter 11. Okay, said Rouge. I will name my baby with Knuckles before he became a baby, Knuckles Jr., because I had him with Knuckles before he became a baby, and he looks like Knuckles before he became a baby. Rouge was happy and walked out of the hall and out of the school like a bat, and then Espio did the same thing but in a way that was like a chameleon would instead. There's one thing that everyone is forgetting, said Sonic. Charmy B is still locked up at Knuckles' house. I will go rescue him. Sonic ran out of the school and into Knuckles' house. Sonic ran to Knuckles' mom on the way to his room in his house. Knuckles' mom, said Sonic. Some things happen and Knuckles looks different. It will be okay, you will understand soon enough. Please do not worry. Sonic said this in such a way that Knuckles' mom smiled and kept cooking in the kitchen. Sonic was not just fast, but was also very good at relieving people. Sonic also noticed that Knuckles' mom was kind of hot, with solid boobs that she developed for decades. Sonic went upstairs to Knuckles' room, which was painted all red, just like Knuckles before he became a baby. There was a cage at the corner room and Charmy B was in it. Sonic unlocked the cage with a key on Knuckles' desk and opened the cage. Come out, Charmy B, said Sonic. You are rescued. Charmy walked out instead of flying out like he always did, said, Thanks, Sonic, but I'm going to go home to prepare for my role in the play soon. I am in the lead role. Sonic forgot about the play because the play was the gayest thing in the school. It was going to happen even if no one went to watch it. The next day of school happened and Tails was in class with Cream. It was a very difficult science class because Tails wasn't the smartest person in school. He only took the smartest classes. Cream was in the class because she wanted to be mentally challenged. We have a test in this class tomorrow, said Tails to Cream. It is going to be hard, and I have to study for it to make sure I get a good grade. Tails always got good grades, but studied anyway. Tails looked at Cream, who was there. Me too, said Cream to Tails. You know what? I have an idea. Why don't you come over to my house tonight and we could study? Studying will help you get a better grade. I just know it. Yeah, there's not enough bondage for this to be Wolf's work. This idea was the best thing ever to Tails. Tails secretly had a crush on Cream and wanted to feel the body of his sexy friend, even though she was Charmy B's girlfriend. Cream was a different kind of sexy. It was only really sexy to some people, but Tails was one of them. Okay, said Tails, sounding more excited than he wanted to. I will come to your house tonight. Tails was very smart, but he was not the best at getting with teenage women, so parts of life like this were a challenge to Tails. It was now this evening, and Tails was getting ready to go to Cream's house. Tails was excited to get closer to Cream, but he's also nervous that he might mess it up like a love idiot. He thought about asking Sonic, but remembered he's pissed at him. He thought about asking Espio, but Espio was at the hospital getting all his wounds fixed from being in a fight with Knuckles before he became a baby. Tails wanted to seem like a sexy man cream, so he sprayed his dad's colon on himself and put breath wash on his mouth. Tails smelled good and he looked good. He went to Cream's house by flying. I'm waiting for Tails, said Cream as she sat in her bedroom studying without Tails. Tails flew into the window. Hi, Cream. I'm at your house now, said Tails. Tails sat on her bed, sort of next to her, but not too close to promote sex thoughts. Let's study, said Tails. Yeah, colon spray. Wow, before you study, you smell good, Tails. Cream put her face right up against Tails and smelled hard like a big bad wolf before blowing a house down. Tails laughed all nervously and said, Do I really? Oh, haha, thanks. I always smell this way. I guess you just noticed because you are home. Tails did a little wiggle on her bed and pushed her face away because he was nervous. Please, let's study. Tails and Cream studied for the test for the next hour. And the whole time, Tails could not only concentrate on one thing. His growing erection. Tails touched it sometimes when he was studying to make sure it stayed put, and Cream could not see it, but it was getting so big that it would pop out of place like the straw in your soda rises up probably because of the bubbles, and you push it back down. But it comes back up anyway, so you get iced tea instead. Tails was still the most nervous, but he decided this was his chance. He would not get another chance to be good at this if he did not take it now. Cream, I have to tell you something, screamed Tails at Cream, laying out all of his nervousness so he could be smooth like a movie star. What is it, Tails? Tell me all about it, said Cream back, looking hot. Tails is not so nervous anymore. Tails said, Cream, I have lusted after your rabbit genitals since day one. I think you're the hottest woman I've ever been to. I know you're Charmy's girlfriend, but toss him aside and let my penis murder everything inside of you. Tails took out his penis. He was so in love that his penis was literally screaming. Wow, said Cream. I did not know you felt this way, but I'm glad you do, because Charmy B is a total gay. Cream reached over to grab Tails' penis and began to give it a good shake. She loved his boner with her hands and pulled him around the room by his penis, like he was a wagon to get him more excited. Yeah. Tails' penis was so big that it was about to burst like someone stepping on a lube of Colgate toothpaste. Yeah, sorry about that, Brax, but the person writing this is a immature fuck. Tails could feel the semen bubbling up inside his penis like Santa going back up the chimney when he was done, and the presents he had left down in the house were Tails' balls, which were already there, though. Cream was getting hot, too. She did not take off her clothes, but Tails could. She also had an erection. Just like a retard. Yeah. Okay. Alright. But then, just when the things were becoming like one of the porns that Sonic had in his room and his mom let him have, Cream stopped and said, No, I cannot do this. Not while I am still boyfriend and girlfriend with Charmy. He may be a fag ass, but we are in a relationship. I need to respect him. I will break up with him tomorrow, and then we can do sex. Cream collected her things together. I think I'm ready for the test tomorrow. Thanks, Tails. Aw, man, said Tails. Tails put his scrotum away and was sad about not getting to ejaculate his dick. Okay, as long as you promise you your sex. I promise, said Cream, and then Cream kissed Tails on the cheek. Tails thought that was cool and flew back home. Cock blocked. Chapter 12, the most important drama. He put his scrotum away. Yep. Yeah, he did. It was a new day, and Sonic woke up from out of his bed and scratched his balls. He could feel the rash on his balls and it was getting worse than before. A sickness still ravages my balls, said Sonic as he wrote in his journal. He now had back from Tails, so he took it from school after Sonic had given it away to miss his lesson. Sonic was done complaining about his balls and went to school. In history class, he talked to Amy. Hey, Amy, said Sonic to Amy. Hi, Sonic, said Amy, and kissed him hotly like a girlfriend. What is up? Said Sonic to Amy. It is awful. I have bad news, said Amy to Sonic. That stinks. Do you want to have sex later? Said Sonic to Amy. No, thank you. Everything's so busy right now, said Amy to Sonic. My bad news is that I have to say the play tonight for a class. Wow, that is unfair, said Sonic to Amy. Even the principal says that play is super gay. But I guess you had to go. Sorry. School play was so gay. Yeah, hang out with your sack out. There you go. That's why you're never on camera, Brax. I want to know if you would come with me, said Amy in a way to Sonic that sounded like she was trying to be attractive. The play will be much better with someone else there. That is a real bad news. I do not want to go near the play. But I will go so we will have sex later, said Sonic back to Amy. Amy kissed Sonic, and so did Sonic to Amy, and it made such a cute, hot couple. Then Sonic and Amy had the rest of his class, and Sonic went to another class thinking how much it was going to suck that he has to go to the play tonight. The play was just a bunch of people doing gay things and music like a car full of losers. Sonic was now in a different class where Rouge and Sao was also in the class. Rouge was with Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. too, like always now. So too gay for Braxton. It might be funnier more offensive at the same time. Oh my God. Hey guys, said Sonic to them. Hey Sonic to them to Sonic together at the same time to save time. What is new? Said Sonic to them. Charmy's been acting really weird and different lately, said Shadow in a dark way. Which is like him. He's probably nervous for the play, said Rouge suggestively. I would not make any assumptions, but we should keep an eye on him to make sure he's okay, said Knuckles Jr. Knuckles Jr. turned out to be a really cool baby. I foresee something strange at the play tonight. The play is Braxton, said everyone together, agreeing. Everyone knew it. How are you and Tails doing? Said Shadow to Sonic. Tails still hates my body inside and outside, said Sonic with almost tears in his eyes, but he's too big and a man for that. It was so hard to be best friends with someone who hates you and does not want to be talk to you. I know how you say it, said Shadow. A lot of people hate me because I'm dark. Shitty fan, said Shadow. But I'm not trying to be a supervillain. It's just who I am. Shadow squinted his eyes at the people around in a way that was hard to describe and kept going. I do crimes in the city, but I'm not a bad person. You could do bad people and mistakes sometimes and still be a good person. And people should still like you for it, unless you're a really bad person like Robotnik, who is a shit dick. Maybe one day people will see that I'm a good person, even if dark. Sonic listened to what Shadow said so powerfully that it was like Sonic wrote down everything on a piece of paper and put it in a special folder and put that folder in a safe place so he could always go back to read it. Then Sonic itched at his balls. His balls were a wreck. That class ended and the rest of school did too, so Sonic went home thinking about how his balls were like two blimps covered in volcanoes that could fit on the blimp and itched as well. When Sonic got to his home, Sonic's mom walked up to him and said, Sonic, I went to clean your room and saw what you wrote about your Braxton ball problems. I am worried about your balls and fear it could be a mortal illness, so I made a doctor's appointment. But first we'll have dinner. I got more Chinese food because I know how much you liked it last time. Right, balls. Don't read my journal, Mom, screamed Sonic. And then Sonic went and ate the food, and just like last time, would you know it, there was a fortune cookie Sonic opened it and ate the cookie part and kept the paper inside to read the magical fortune on the paper. He looked at the paper and read it and said, "One man's pubic illness will cause the death of millions." Some people did not believe what fortune cookies said, but Sonic knew they were magic and were always right, so he was a little worried and wondered what that could mean. Wow, Sonic. Then Sonic went to the doctor. Sonic did not like going to the doctor because he's Chinese, like the food Sonic had, and made him feel nerves. Sonic went to his doctor room and sat on the chair that the doctor told him to. The doctor took out some papers and looked at them. "Hello, Sonic. It's been a while since I saw you last. Sonic's mom tells you you've been having problems with your balls. I'm going to do some tests on you, but first I'm going to look at your papers. I see from looking at your papers that your balls and penis are the biggest in your high school. Good job, Sonic," the doctor said. Sonic appreciated the truth and nodded his head and smiled. "It's okay to talk about your penis and balls with the doctors because that is what they do, if that automatically makes them Braxton. The doctor made a lot of money, so being Braxton was probably worth it." It's still alive and sane so far. Then the doctor started doing tests. Sonic passed all of them awesomely, and even the doctor was surprised about how Sonic was the best at everything, except being smart, which Tails was the best at. But Sonic was still pretty smart, too. He's alive. You got 2.0. Then they got to the last test, which was about Sonic's balls. The doctor took out a test tube and filled it with pieces of Sonic's balls, and he tested them with machines. The machines printed out reports about it, and then the doctor took them and looked at them with his very Chinese eyes. "This looks bad," said the doctor. "Look at the reports that the machines printed out about Sonic's balls. It looks like you have a big disease." "Uh-oh, what do I do?" said Sonic to the doctor, really worried about the welfare of his balls. "I do not know. This is a legendary disease that only comes around once every 1,000,000 years. No one has ever found a cure for this disease, and what it can do is very bad. This disease will go from your balls to your penis and then up to your brain, and it can kill you eventually. There are other things that it does, probably, but I do not know because it is so rare. You will just have to call me up and tell me what it does when you find out. All I can tell you right now, Sonic, is to keep your balls away from everyone you know. Do not touch them to other people because it will spread, and they will die, and it will spread more, and the whole world might be at stake here. Please be safe," said the doctor, in a calm way, but also scared because it was so serious. This is great. Welcome, Big Beard Bass. The people have spoken. They made they spent the money to make this happen, so I'm making this happen. Oh my god, fuck space football. "No, but I have to have my first sex with Amy. We were gonna do it at the play, which I'm going to from here, since I'm crying, sad, mad, and afraid of things. Balls were an important part of sex. Sonic was also always so healthy and the fastest person ever, but something just cannot be stopped, like this ball disease." "Too bad," said the doctor. "If you do that, it will be awful, and the first person to die will be Amy. You should not want your girlfriend to die." The doctor was right, but Sonic was still worried about it. "Okay, well, I'll have to go to the play now," said Sonic, and ran out with the most nervous feelings that Sonic's ever had. Sonic thought about it, and it was the most important high school drama. What is more important, health or love? Holy shit, man. Chapter 13, Picking Up Silver. Thank you for the follow, bro, Afro. Okay. A cool car raced through the city streets. "Brrr," said the car as it went down the big street with lots of other cars on it. The city was filled with buildings with lights and other things like McDonald's. "Comma," shouted the car as it went back and forth, going in between other cars so it did not have to wait in traffic. The car was playing techno and rock and roll music. Techno is short for technology. Reek! Yelled the car, doing a big turn in the city intersection. Location update on the Ultra Chaos Emerald, said the driver of the car. The car screen blinked to different things and then, in a robot voice, beep, beep, Ultra Chaos Emerald getting closer. Shadow looked at the map screen and drove faster towards the red dot that was where the last Chaos Emerald was. Beep, 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 said the car in a robot voice as Shadow got closer to the dot while driving his car. It was just around the corner now. Shadow did another fast turn in his intersection and right to where the red dot on the map was. Beep, 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 screamed the car in a robot voice as the car dot and the Ultra Chaos Emerald dot on the map moved into each other. And in the real world, Shadow pulled up to the curb and there was a couple of gangmen. Thanks, Omega, said Shadow as he hopped out of the car, which was black and red, and onto the Dark City streets. Yeah, the fandom is like probably the most cringy thing ever. Alright, where was it? He looked at the blacks standing there, and they looked dangerous, but Shadow knew they had the Ultra Chaos Emerald. Shadow took out a gun and pointed at them and said, Give me the last Ultra Chaos Emerald. And they looked surprised and startled. They checked their pockets, and while they were doing that, the gun became used, and Shadow shot all three of them. They were now dead. Shadow looked into the middle one's pocket and found what he had come for. The last Ultra Chaos Emeralds. They were like the regular Chaos Emeralds, more powerful and a secret until they were found out. Shadow hopped back into his car. Omega, the robot car, said, I got it. Now I can get one wish to come true. I'm going to think about what I will use it on before I use it. Shadow looked at the map and said, Get me direction to hamburger restaurant. Omega changed some screen and said robot voice, Beep, boop, bop, hamburger restaurant. Location found. It is over here. And Shadow looked at where the dot was. It was right nearby, so Shadow drove there with more loud sounds. Shadow went to the drive-thru and got a hamburger and fries and sat in the parking lot at Omega and ate it. This is great. I love this place. It is always a place that I love to come to after I finish a crime, said Shadow darkly. Omega did not food because he was a robot shaped into a car. Shadow finished eating and threw the garbage into Omega's trash hole where he turned liter into gasoline, which was useful. Then Shadow took his penis out. Hey Omega, check this out, said Shadow laughing as he took his big, neat, hard penis and stuck it in Omega's trash hole. Unrecognized item in trash hole. Error, said Omega. It's my penis, man, said Shadow to Omega. Penis not trash. Not allowed in trash hole, said Omega to Shadow. Shadow couldn't fit all of his big, strong penis into Omega's trash hole anyway, so he took it out and gave Omega a taste of his balls, too. Omega did not recognize Shadow's balls as trash either, which is good. And then Shadow put his balls back and started to drive off with his hand still on his penis. Where is Silver's house? Said Shadow to Omega while he rubbed real quick and hard on his penis with one hand while his other hand was driving. Omega updated his map and showed where Silver's house was on the other side of this dark city. Shadow kept empowering his penis with one hand, and he drove faster and more dangerously. Soon his penis was so big he could hardly see in front of him anymore, and he was zigzagging across the street trying to keep both his penis and car in control. Then he put both his hands of his on his penis and made it do all sorts of things until it was done, and its penis redecorated the inside of Omega with white curtains. Balls. Oh my god. Yes, this is very classy. Shadow doesn't have the ball disease yet. This is Shadow. Just so you know, that's my semen, said Shadow to Omega. Omega knew that already. Shadow put both of his hands back on the steering wheel and drove faster, but suddenly some loud sounds and flashing lights came up behind him. Walk, walk, walk. The police is following you, said Omega. Shadow decided to follow the laws and stopped his car in the street and waited for the police to come over to him. Shadow's penis was still big though, so he tucked it under his leg on the right and stuck up in the middle of Omega the car, and Shadow put his hand on it. The police came over to the front window of Omega and he looked at Shadow inside. Cool vehicle, said the police. Thanks, said Shadow to the police back. Okay, do you know you are breaking the law by going that fast and back and forth on the street, said the police to Shadow, sounding more like Mrs. Lesson than a real person. Yeah, I do, said Shadow, and he patted his hand on his penis in the middle of the front of the car. Sir, please take your hand off the gear stick in the middle of the car right now, said the police to Shadow. Shadow looked at the police and laughed and said, That's not the gear stick, that's my penis, and drove off before the police could say anything or even react at all. You have broken another law, said Omega to Shadow. Shadow laughed because he could see the police far behind him giving up and going to look for an easier criminal. Now, said Shadow, let's go to Silver's house. Shadow drove the car fast to Silver's house on the other side of the city, and when he got there, he braked the car so hard that the sound it made was like hearing the world's largest bird get punched in his tummy. Shadow honked the horn, and when he finished honking the horn, Silver jumped out of the window and onto the street and into the side seat of Omega. Hey Shadow, thanks for the ride, said Silver. Cool curtains he put up. Shadow laughed and said, No problem. Now if I do not hurry up by driving fast, you will be late for the play. Silver said, Do not worry, we'll get there in time. Silver is another big role in the play, but he was not a huge Braxton like Charmy B. Silver was the kind of like Sonic, but less fast. Sonic also had the best morals, but maybe Silver dressed better. That was kind of Braxton too. Silver did have this big hair thing on the front that looked like a marijuana though, so maybe Sonic was better being stylish anyway. It's hard to tell because Silver lived in the city, which was kind of far away from high school. Shadow stepped on the gases and the car went away through the city into the moonlight and towards the city to high school. Marijuana. Chapter 14, The Play. Sonic and Amy got to high school and went to the play, which was at the school. When they got to the auditorium, they were not expecting to be surprised, but they were, because the auditorium was actually full of men and women idiots waiting to see the play. Cool young people, such as high school students, did not come to see the play unless they had to. The place was so full that Sonic and Amy had to sit in bad seats, surrounded by strangers that could have been dirty or usually did crime. Sonic looked around the place, saw Rouge and Knuckles Jr., who was a baby, sitting really by the door out. And Tails and Cream all the way on the other side, which is probably where they probably would sat because Tails hated Sonic to the sky. Sonic also saw Shadow standing around places, but he did not get into a seat because he was too bad for that. We're at the play now, said Amy to Sonic, even though she was surrounded by people who were near them. I wonder when it will begin. It's going to start soon, said Sonic back to Amy. What I'm wondering is not that, but if Charmy is going to mess up big time because he was acting weird all week. I bet you he will. Sonic laughed about this because it didn't really matter to him, but it did to Charmy. The play they were doing was a Christmas story, even though it was not Christmas time, but they thought it was a good idea to do anyway. In the play, Silver played Joseph, which is Jesus' dad. Charmy played Mary, because even though he was not a girl, everyone thought he was anyway. Baby version Jesus was going to be played by Knuckles, who was fit for the role now that he was a baby. Sonic and Amy sat patiently in the seats they were in, even though Sonic had been out running around. Sonic waited by rubbing Amy's legs and seeing how close he could get to his hand to her vagina before she rubbed him off. Sonic determined that Amy was prime and ready for sex because her vagina felt hard and loose as far as you could tell when he would get close to it with his hand before the play began. He almost forgot totally that it had deadly ball disease. The play eventually started and was just as Braxton as you thought it would be. There was singing and songs, but otherwise it was just like the Christmas story always was. Mary got a letter from an angel that said she was going to have a baby, but she did not want to have the baby at home because the king would not let babies vote, so Mary and Joseph rode bikes all the way from London to Jerusalem. When they got to there, the hospital was full, so they went to a barn and had the baby in there. It turned out to be the legendary hero Jesus. Through the whole play, Silver did a really good job, and Charmy did an okay job. But everyone sure believed he was a woman because his voice was so high and girls. Then they got to the ending where Mary was to have her baby out. Mary flipped onto her front, and Joseph pulled Jesus out of her butt, which looked totally fake. Sonic could tell, even with special effects. Joseph held Jesus up to show God and then gave him to Mary, who was actually Charmy. Charmy looked at Jesus' knuckles really close and then reached into his clothing with the hand that was not holding him and pulled out a knife. "Time to get murdered," said Charmy as he started to kill Knuckles. Just as he began to do this, Silver boldly flew into him, Knuckles up and away from Charmy. "Oh my god, what is happening?" said Amy, who was startled hard. "Charmy is trying to kill Knuckles, obviously," said Sonic to Amy. It was true. Sonic started to bang, yelling and screaming. Just then, a gunshot came from the back of the audience. Shadow pulled out his gun from his spot and aimed it at Charmy B from the back of the audience. Shadow fired his gun, and the bullet hit his head, but he must have been wearing a gun-proof helmet because the bullet from the gun went off his head and up into the ceiling when it hit the light, and the light fell down along with other things. Something from the ceiling fell into the back of the stage where the props were, and one of the props was a bomb that they used for some things. The prop was a real bomb though, and when the thing hit it, the bomb exploded. The bomb exploded with a huge explosion, like a bunch of horses made of fire running through the place. Suddenly people did not really care about the play anymore because the place was full of fire and could kill you. Rouge and Knuckles Jr. already got out quick right away because they were by the door. Sonic looked and saw Amy next to him, who was almost unconscious because of all the fire and smoking and shocking things. Sonic picked her up and ran out of the auditorium with his fast speed. Sonic found Rouge and Knuckles Jr. outside the hallway where it was safe. "Are you okay, Knuckles Jr.?" said Rouge. Knuckles Jr. predicted this would happen, so he sat by the door so he could get out easy. "Yes, we are okay," said Sonic. "Amy here's going into a shock attack, but there's nothing she will not get over." Sonic looked around and saw people running out, but there was a lot of other people still stuck in the auditorium, and some of them were fainted. People were leaving and not helping the other people get out. But the lunch lady, who had ears but was deaf, was running into the auditorium and carrying women and children back out. The lunch lady lived in Mongolia by herself as a child and became very strong from carrying trees from the frozen forest to the trees that she traveled between, so now she could carry stacks of people. She was deaf. All the noises from the fire was making did not bother her because she could not hear. Sonic saw the lunch lady bring out cream, but Tails was not being brought out because he was not a woman or a child. I love the lunch lady backstory. Sonic thought, "Damn, he is still my friend." Sonic swallowed his scary feelings and ran into the burning auditorium to Tails, who was passed out in the front. Sonic picked Tails up and ran and brought his body back outside to the hallway and began doing CPR on his body. Sonic thought, this will look Braxton, but it will not matter because Tails is still his friend. Sonic pushed on his body and started kissing and giving him life again. Sonic kept kissing and kissing. Amy and Rouge and Knuckles Jr. watched him as he kissed Tails' face, but Tails was not waking up. Sonic, said Shadow over on the side. Charmy escaped his running through Sonic like a murderer through school as like a murderer now. Stop CPR kissing tails. You had to help us catch him. And Silver gave Knuckles to Rouge and said, he is safe now, but he needs to sleep. Rouge was so happy that he could have kissed him, but did not. Sonic looked and said, Amy, finish doing CPR on Tails. I will let you and will not get jealous. Sonic kissed her mouth and felt one of her boobs. Then ran off Sonic, Shadow, and Silver to go catch the guy who was trying to kill baby Knuckles that was now running around school and could danger them all. Man, a lot of action here. Chapter 15, Killer on the Loose. Shadow and Silver ran and headed into the school, but Sonic stopped to go to the bathroom, and he took an enormous, bad-smelling poop. Sonic knew he must be very emotional because this poop was so big that when he tried to flush the toilet, the big poop log just folded in half and clogged the toilet easily, looking like part of a really fat pretzel you would get in the mall. Not the little one in bags from the supermarket. Sonic just said, forget it, and now ran out of the now very stinky bathroom after Charmy B. Sonic passed Shadow and Silver, who were in different hallways and going different ways, but he did not pass them at the same time because they were in different hallways, and because even though Sonic was very fast, he could not actually be in two different places at the same time. Sonic went one way, and Shadow went the other way, and Silver went another way, and it kept happening. One room that Sonic clicked in was the art room. It made Sonic remember having an art class with Charmy B. Charmy could not control his Braxton urges like everyone else and used all the colors in every picture, where like Sonic just used blue and Amy just used pink, and other people were just also normal like that. Sonic about how this was, and it was so surprising that Charmy could do something like this. Shadow went to a room among other rooms, so it was a car fixing room. Shadow remembered how he had car fixing class with Charmy, and how Charmy was really terrible at fixing cars because it was not in him to do something like that was like a man would do. Shadow thought it was weird how Charmy could do something that was so manly like killing. And one room Silver ran to was a gym room where Silver one time had gym class with Charmy B. He remembered how Charmy was positively the worst at sports and being an athlete. So it made me wonder why Charmy would do something that was actually doing something, like killing. Sonic and Shadow and Silver ran around. Eventually they just got tired and could not find Charmy at all. Charmy was trying to be a murderer, but they were just tired of looking for him, so they sat down in chairs and didn't do anything else now. Back in the front of the school, Amy decided if she needed to go to the bathroom. Rouge went with her because she had to go too, and Critter stayed with Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. and Tails, who was still trying to become awake. Most people have left school by now, but there are still some waiting to get into the women's bathroom. But Amy and Rouge did not feel like waiting in line, so they just went to the men's bathroom, where normally it was that the people inside were men. Amy and Rouge were not men, so it was against the rules. As soon as Amy opened the door, a superpowered smell hit her in the face. It punched her right in the nose because it was Sonic's poop smell. Oh my god, screamed Rouge. What is that smell? I have heard this smell a million times before, said Amy to Rouge, who could say this because she was Sonic's girlfriend, meaning she's been around Sonic pooping. The smell of Sonic's poop. Amy and Rouge went to the bathroom anyway because you can never get a break when it comes to going to the bathroom. No matter what, you always end up going even if you try not to all night. They were holding their hands above their noses, and then Amy opened up a stall door, and inside was a shocking thing to see, but she saw it anyway. It was Charmy B. Ah, it's you, screamed Amy in a scared and shocked way. You're a murderer. Not yet, said Charmy. Well, but now I will start to be by killing you. Charmy jumped at her from inside the stall and into Amy, and they fell back. And Charmy was on top and holding a knife that was about to cut Amy apart. When Rouge came over, he kicked Charmy. He flew off her body and over the wall by rolling. Take this, said Rouge. She flapped her bat wings at Charmy that pushed all the horrible poop air at him. It all went to him. But then Charmy got up and ran right at Amy with his knife and cut her on the legs because he is short, and then jumped back. "Yow!" said Amy. "I'm dying!" Amy fell backwards and got dizzy. "No, stay with me," said Rouge. "Use your special move while you can." Amy knew what Rouge was talking about, so Amy used her special attack. Amy shouted, "Girl blood!" and opened her legs, and a stream of blood shot at Charmy. Since Amy was so good at being nice and caring, which was using her heart, Amy was able to speed up her heart so fast that her blood pumped out of the wound on her legs like a super soaker spilled up by vampires. The blood hit Charmy in the face and body and all over really, and it was steamy and burning him, but he looked like he didn't care. Amy looked shocked and yelled, "How can you be so invincible?" Then Rouge said, "I bet he can't handle my special attack. Romance bite." Rouge flew her bat wings and went over to Charmy and bit him right in the neck using her fangs and tried to make him fall in love with her. But it did not work. "It's not working," cried Amy. "He must have superpowers. He's going to kill us for sure." Amy and Rouge tried to get away from Charmy, but he kept blocking them and coming at them with the knife. They were finally trapped in the corner, holding onto each other with their best in show boobs pressing against each other and looking like the sexiest Legos ever. Then, all of a sudden, Tails came in the bathroom and threw a piece of electronics at Charmy. Charmy looked up at Tails and said, "But you are supposed to be and then died right there. Tails went over to Amy and Rouge and definitely stopped for a second to check on their boobs without them knowing, but then stopped and said, "You are safe now. That was not Charmy, it was a robot." "A robot? How'd you know?" said Amy. Tails, being the smartest, thought it was a question for idiots, but said, "I knew as soon as Charmy was not being hurt by Sonic's poop stink. I was watching from the door. Normally, Charmy would have complained and passed out from smelling that, but he did not, so I knew. As soon as that happened, I ran and went a robot killer device for my electronics." "Wow, thanks," said Amy, and kissed Tails in the cheek for a reward. "Really, Tails, you saved us," said Rouge, and kissed Tails in the other cheek. This shows you can be cool by being smart, even if you're a nerd ass. Tails and Amy and Rouge walked out of the bathroom and back to where Cream, Knuckles, and Nickel Jr. was, and soon Sonic and Shadow and Silver came back, and they were all back together. The lunch lady was the only other person still there. She saw how tired they looked, so she made them all a bunch of chow meat sandwiches, and they all ate until their tummies were going to burst. All this time while they were eating, though, Sonic thought, "But then where's Charmy? And where's the guy who made the robot? And so many other things. High school drama is just so crazy to be a part of." Sonic Deduction Powers. Chapter 16. Responsibilities. Get back in pose. It was now a new day at school, and Sonic went to it. Sonic took a peek at the auditorium where the bottom had gone off last night, and it looked like they were fixing it, so that was good. Sonic went to his first class and his second class, as all of his classes after that till lunch, where he was at right now. Sonic went to his lunch table and was about to say, "Hey guys," but then he looked at the normal lunch table and thought, "What has happened?" Tails was not here because he was been mad at Sonic. Knuckles was not here because he was now a baby with Rouge. SPA was not here because he was at the hospital after fighting Knuckles before he became a baby. And Charmy was not here because he was still in a disappearing mystery. The only people that were there were Shadow and Vector. "Hey guys," said Sonic, "what's going on with high school?" "It sure is crazy," laughed Vector as he ate his yellow sandwich. "Has anything new happened today?" said Sonic to him. "Didn't you hear?" said Shadow. "SB is back out from the hospital. He'll be here at lunch right now, but he's getting all his work from his teacher." That reminds me, said Vector. Also, Knuckles is having trouble with grades. Now that he's become a baby, he's not turning in any of his homework or tests. He's going to fail high school and get kicked out if he doesn't do them. Wow, that's tough, said Sonic. And then all of a sudden, an announcement speaker came on. Attention teenagers, said the announcement speaker. Amy Rouge is detention for going in the boys' room last night after the play. Please go there immediately. Oh no, said Sonic, so immediately. Looks like they're going to be in there for a long time, said Shadow. There's no way I could become true boyfriend and girlfriend of Amy if she's trapped in detention by having sex, said Sonic. Sonic was so upset now. Hey, Control, how's it going? Yep, well, the people paid for it, so it's happening. Then the announcement speaker came on again. Attention, teenagers. Sonic, please come to the office, said the speaker. Uh-oh, looks like you're in trouble too, said Vector. Vector is always making people mad. He is definitely an asshole to be around. Sonic got embarrassed like when Mrs. Lesson read about his balls problem. He ran out of the lunchroom and through the halls with his head down, not looking or talking to anyone, and went to the office. Hello, said Sonic to the office. What do you want? Here, this is for you, said the school worker, who had long hair and a star tattoo with an outline on her face. Rouge left it for you before going to detention. Sonic went over to the desk she was at and looking and pointing to, and found what she was talking about, which is Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. with a note attached to them that said, "Please take care of us while Rouge and SBO are not around." Sonic was so surprised. He never taken care of a baby before. Forget two. And especially when one of them was his friend before becoming a baby. Yep, it's like 25. This is like chapter 16. Oh my god. Thanks for coming so quickly, said Knuckles Jr. I was getting hungry. Knuckles Jr. was red. Well, they're in detention now. They have to stay in detention forever now. Sonic picked up Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. and put them in his backpack and went to the rest of his classes and then went home. Sonic went home and opened his backpack and then took Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. out and put them on his bed. Who the fuck is that feel? I don't know, one of Sonic's friends. I don't follow the giant Sonic friendship thing. And okay, so Knuckles is a baby because he made out with SBO, sacrificing himself, and then he flew into Rouge's mouth and got pooped out her ass as a baby. Yeah, this is definitely a fanfiction. Definitely a fanfiction. Alright, where am I at? Alright. Welcome to my room, said Sonic. Don't check out the pornos on my desk if you don't want to see them, said Sonic. You're both only babies. Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. laughed and ate food that Sonic brought up for them after they laughed. Hey, Sonic, said Knuckles. You gotta help me out with my homework. It is very hard to write as a baby. So then Sonic helped Knuckles learn to write and he finished doing his homework as a baby. Knuckles probably did a lot of things wrong, but Sonic didn't care because homework was boring. Yeah, it's making all of us dumber. We're all losing a few IQ points here. Then Sonic went to mow the lawn, which made his balls itch extra, and then he went back upstairs, but stopped on the stairs to put some soothing poultices on his balls. I don't know how to pronounce that, So, what do you guys do for fun? Said Sonic to Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. Well, said Knuckles, can we tell you and promise not to tell you will not tell anyone? Oops. Don't worry, said Knuckles Jr. to Knuckles. I can tell he will not tell anyone. Okay then, said Knuckles to Sonic. When we are alone and not being held by Rouge, we like to practice kissing on each other. It is technically okay because I'm Knuckles Jr. Dad, and Dad is allowed to kiss his baby. Well, now... Cool, said Sonic. Show me. So Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. got up very close to each other and kissed each other in a really good way. It is. Yeah. Yeah. It is so fucking bad. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I think I broke control. Oh my god. What the fuck? Is it okay because they are father and son and also both brothers, and that is allowed everywhere. It is not illegal even if they are both babies now. Oh my god. The two of them kissing looked like two big, not sexual caterpillars pushing themselves together. It was not a sexual kiss, but it is a big gold medal kiss anyway. What the fuck? What the fuck? I forgot about that part. I forgot about that part. Wow, I can tell you're both going to be romance experts when you grow up, said Sonic. I would ask you for tips, but that would probably be then against the law. Sonic asked them to kiss one more time, and they did. But Sonic videotaped it this time, so you know how to kiss Amy even better next time they kissed, which is when she gets out of detention. When they all had a root beer, it talked about which girls are hottest. Which girl do you think is the hottest? Said Sonic to Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. I know my answer. It's Amy. Amy was Sonic's girlfriend, so this is very good of him to say. It proves that he should be able to have sex with her. See, this is what you guys paid $200 for. I just say that. This is what you paid $200 for. No way, said Knuckles. Just then, Sonic wanted to slug that little Braxton bitch right in the mouth for saying ugly about his girlfriend, but didn't. Alright, I think we broke Alex too. See ya. It's fun having you there, though, Alex. The hottest girl is Rouge. None of them could not say that Rouge was not attractive because she had the absolute biggest boobs in the tri-state area. My opinion is different, said Knuckles Jr. I think the hottest girl is Charmy. They all laughed so hard because Charmy was so much like a girl, except not hot. Everyone knew that laughing was good for them even though Charmy was kidnapped or dead, and then it made him feel healthy. Knuckles Jr. is definitely the coolest baby because everyone could get along with him, and he could do jokes also. Where is it? Then they all got out of their clothes and into bed to unclothes and go into sleep. Sonic was sleeping just fine and normally until there was a whisper at the edge of his face. Sonic! 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 Said the whisper. Sonic! 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 Sonic opened his eyes and saw the person whispering to him, and who he saw was right there, which is Knuckles Jr. What is it, Knuckles Jr.? To Sonic and Knuckles Jr. I was sleeping until you whispered my name to him. I had a vision, said Knuckles Jr. I know who the real killer man is. I know where Charmy is. I seriously break jive. Oh my god. This is so bad. This is so fucking bad. Chapter 17, Breaking In. Ass! This window will not open, not even a little, said Sonic, as he tried pushing the window of the house where Charmy Bee was in Knuckles Jr.'s vision. Sonic even put his back up against the wall and tried using the top of his head and hands to push up on, but it would just not move because it was just a big and heavy closed window. It looks like you were having a bad time, said Knuckles Jr. Weak pussy. Knuckles Jr. laughed because he was kidding, but Sonic did not think it was that funny and gave him a look that was like he just took the pickles off of Sonic's hamburger that he pacifically asked for pickles on. In addition, Sonic literally liked pickles. We need help, but I do not want to bring someone else into this problem, said Sonic to Knuckles Jr., thinking. Sonic thought about who is strong. He thought about how some people like Knuckles, but then remembered he was now a baby and hence not a strong guy. And Tails, who was not strong but probably had some strong robots, and Espio, who's probably about the same and strong as Sonic, but Sonic did not want to ask him for help because that would be saying, "You are stronger than me," and Sonic did not want to say that to Espio. He also thought of Big the Cat, who was some retard class at school, but he didn't want to talk to him because it was always weird. There's only one person Sonic could think of. "Come with me, Knuckles Jr.," said Sonic to Knuckles Jr. It was in the middle of the night, and Sonic and Knuckles Jr. went up to the door of a different house. "Ding dong," said the doorbell when Sonic pressed it. "Press it again," said Knuckles Jr. "Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong," said the doorbell again as Sonic pressed it. Sonic saw the lights flashing on and off inside the house every time he pressed it and laughed because it was so annoying, and the person inside the house was probably just trying to sleep. Sonic needed help. So too bad. Yeah, it is beyond fucked up. It is like the cringiest thing I've ever seen. Finally, a door opened, and it was the lunch lady from high school, who was deaf. "What is it, children?" said the lunch lady. Since she was deaf, when she talked, she sounded weird, and it's kind of like Big the Cat, where you think she is retarded, but she actually is not, and just because she is deaf, so everything she says sounds totally wrong. Now the next part? Okay. It sounded more like "Wad it, children," in normal language. Big the Cat was actually retarded though, so it was different. "We need your help. It is very important," said Sonic, and made a face like a beggar idiot to get her to say yes. "Okay, I will help you," said the lunch lady. Sonic and Knuckles Jr. were so excited they high-fived each other right there because that was just what they needed to do, what they wanted to do. Sonic and Knuckles Jr. and the lunch lady went back in the house where Charmy was and went to the window that Sonic could not open. "Please open this window," said Sonic to the lunch lady. The lunch lady walked over to the window. With just her pinky finger, she opened the window like she was a walking elephant picking up a piece of string. It's fucked up. Because it's so easy. This is all fucked up. There is a piece in here that isn't fucked up, at least some part. Yeah. "Wow, thank you," said Sonic and Knuckles Jr. at the same time in the middle of the night. "No, that is not how you thank me," said the lunch lady. When the lunch lady lived in Bangladesh as a young woman, she learned about the ancient tradition of sex thanking, and she explained it all to Sonic. "So you want me to give you sex with my mouth?" said Sonic to the lunch lady. "Yes, because it is ancient tradition. It is not slutty," said the lunch lady, who is also really tall. "Amy will forgive me for this," said Sonic underneath his hair and his brain. "She would know that I'm doing this for a good reason. And we've not even done sex yet, so she cannot be mad at me. And even if she is, I would let her give sex to the lunch lady too, and I would not get mad, but then we would be even." Sonic winked and gave her a thumbs up, and the lunch lady pulled her dress down and sat down on a tree stump and opened her legs. Sonic looked at the lunch lady's vagina, and it looked like a sideways piece of lasagna in between two dogs walking down and away from it. Sonic thought her vagina was really attractive for a middle-aged lady, and put his head closer to it. Sonic had never done mouth sex before, but he read about it online, and maybe looked at some pictures or videos really quick, but then closed them before he would get in trouble with Mom. Sonic tried to think about the videos and know what to do, but it turned out Sonic was quite the sex man. It came naturally to him. I don't know. Hopefully I don't get banned. Hopefully I don't get banned. Sonic opened his mouth and chewed on the lunch lady's vagina really hard, like Pac-Man running into the bottom of one of the ghosts non-stop. She was totally quiet while he did this, but he was beating on the ground, making huge holes in meteors, even hit a tree nearby, and broke in half because she was so in love with Sonic's ability. Yeah, I don't blame him. Control. It is Oh my god. Alright, I'll see you later. Oh my god. Oh my. Sonic nibbled on your outer vagina. It tastes like a birthday cake. His penis even popped up during this like a meerkat looking out for his family on Meerkat Manor. What the fuck are you people thinking? Oh, she's getting worse. She's getting worse. I've broken multiple people so far, I'm sure. Okay, I gotta finish that. I'm close enough, I gotta finish it. He kept on getting closer into her vagina, making sure to get every part of it on the way down, like a window washer in New York City washing windows, but instead it was her vagina, so it was sexy. Sonic also kissed and sucked on her vagina like she was trying to appreciate the secret sauce in the lunch lady's roast beef sandwich without opening the sandwich. Sonic even used his tongue and scooped eggs out of her vagina that were made during the female reproduction process. He kept going further into her vagina until he was able to fit his entire head in. The fuck? What even is this? It was worth every penny. Alright. Okay, let's finish this. It was really dark inside her vagina, but because there weren't any lights, but they were clearly where the sexiest parts of her were. It was spacious like an empty factory from all the previous sex thinking people had done to her. Sonic was able to get to him, sex spots, all using his mouth and nose and forehead, pleasing her and making her fall in love with him. He was rolling his head around in her vagina like he was doing a hula hoop in her neck. She was so impressed that Sonic thought she would email everyone in Bangladesh to tell them how good Sonic was at sex thinking later. Sonic decided it was time to finish doing this and he shouted, "Yeah!" inside her vagina and make vibrations bounce off the walls of her vagina and hitting all her sex spots at once. The lunch lady was so excited that she pulled this tree stump that she was sitting on out of the ground. She could do this because she was very strong and experienced carrying trees. Sonic took his head out of her vagina and brushed vagina crumbs off her face. Vagina crumbs? And combed his hair. "You're welcome," said Sonic smoothly to the lunch lady, and looked at Knuckles Jr., who was watching with big eyes and didn't say anything. The lunch lady put her clothes on, shook his hand, and said that the people of Bangladesh it's like a train wreck you can't just get her away from would be very impressed with him, and if he ever wanted to visit there, just to tell her, and she could plane tickets for him and all his friends. The lunch lady was really nice, and even she had weird ideas she got from being in Asia while she was little. She went back home to go to sleep. Sonic and Knuckles Jr. went inside the open window. "He is in there, I know it," said Knuckles Jr., who was pointing at a closet in the room that we were in, which was now inside the house, and it was a bedroom inside. Sonic and Knuckles tiptoed over to the closet and opened it up, and what they saw was surprising and shocking and scary. It was Charmy Bee's body, all dead and bloody and rotting and cut up into pieces. "Wow, he is completely dead," said Sonic, who was so shocked he could not think about anything else. It was true. This time it was really Charmy, and he was dead. "Oh my god, I'm seeing so many shocking things for the first time today," said Knuckles Jr. Sonic went down, picked up a piece of his bite, and saw bite marks in it. Sonic was about to say something, and all of a sudden this happened. "What are you doing, idiot?" shouted Vector. "How did you get in here?" "That window, bitch dick," said Sonic as he felt his sudden rage build inside him like a foam from creamy soda going over the top of the glass when someone pours it in like an idiot ass. "What is wrong with you? Why did you do this? Why are you the murderer?" "Ha ha, let me show you how," said Vector as he ran at Sonic and Knuckles Jr., chomping his teeth in the style of an alligator. Vector ran at Sonic and Knuckles Jr., who was there in his house and his tail going a million miles an hour. "Here comes your death, straight from your mouth," said Vector as he ran, still going. "Ah!" shouted Sonic. Sonic was fast and able to do it, so he ran up forward in between Vector's legs, under his body, and hit his head into Vector's penis while sliding through. He was still holding Knuckles Jr., the baby. Sonic ran to another wall in the room, but Vector ran right back at him with his big crocodile bite move. Sonic dodged him again, and it kept happening again and again. "Stop it," shouted Sonic. "Stop doing this." Sonic was sick of hitting his head into Vector's penis. It was beginning to leave a mark, and it was embarrassing for Sonic to have someone else's penis mark on your head. "This better come out before school," said Sonic, rubbing the mark of Vector's penis left on his forehead. "No, you must die," said Vector, continuing being the murderer he had turned out to be. "No, stop, come on," said Sonic, yelling, and he was getting so mad. But Vector ran at him another time, and Sonic kept hitting his thick green crocodile dick and kept getting harder every time he hit it. Sonic guessed weird things like this were sexy to Vector. Sonic kept hitting his penis, making it harder and harder until one time Sonic slid under where his penis and stuff was and hit it with his head again, so semen ejaculated out of his penis and across the floor in a big, long puddle like a slip and slide covered in mayonnaise. "Alright," said Sonic. Vector looked shocked, like he did not even notice his penis was turning into a hard penis. Now Knuckles threw Knuckles Jr. at the puddle of Vector's semen. Knuckles Jr. glided across Vector's semen like a baby speedboat and did a roller coaster turn and flew up into Vector. Knuckles Jr. landed somewhere on him and did a tumble forward and got to his head where he poked Vector's eyes, and Vector began to scream. "Ah, bitch baby, that hurts! I'll kill you!" screamed Vector while Knuckles Jr. rolled off his body and over to the door of his room. "Over here, Sonic," said Knuckles Jr. while Vector was still rubbing his eyes, which hurt from the attack. Sonic ran over to the door and with his speeding legs kicked it down like a professional wrestler picking a person up and hitting them down on the ground through a door. Sonic then picked up Knuckles Jr. and ran through the door and down through the hall, through Vector's house, saw a lot of great things and things that are about crocodiles, and also bad things like rooms full of drugs and guns, and even things like weird African porn videos. Then he got to a different door, and he opened up and walked to the other side, and closed the door, and put some things in front of the door to block it. Then with a stomping loud noise with a bowling ball of flakes, was jumping up and down on the floor and hitting it hard. Vector went up to the door and put his body on it, trying to crash through it like a penis going into a big hard vagina. "Open this, please!" screamed Vector as he tried to hit it down. "No! Why'd you kill Charmy?" shouted Sonic at Vector, who was on the other side of the door that was hard to get through. Because Knuckles messed it all up. Knuckles or Espio was supposed to kill the other one when they fought in the school hallway that one time. I made that fight happen because I wanted one of them to die because they were both Braxton Lords, and they were the only real people who could beat me, become the football team captain. So I went to Knuckles' house instead after him, replaced him with Robot Charmy, and took the real Charmy home, chewed on his broken body, and made him into meat that he can use for meals. He is no use to anyone, especially not you. No, you are. Ah! Vector screamed and hit the door, but still could not get through. "Where'd you get a Charmy robot? Is Eggman involved? This can ruin things for everyone, don't you know?" said Sonic back to Vector like a ship sending a message to a donut ship. "When you begin to do crimes, you become dark, and I've now become darker shadow. I made friends with Al-Qaeda, and they made me a Charmy bot using Osama bin Laden's technology. He was bulletproof and was going to kill first Knuckles and then Espio in the hospital, and then maybe the rest of you I wanted, but you messed it up, shit. Ah!" Vector hit on the door so hard that it actually started to break. "Let's get out of here," said Knuckles Jr. "We can call police. We can just get out of here and get safe." Then Sonic and Knuckles ran out of the house, but just when they were doing that, Vector broke through the door, jumped like an alligator at Sonic and Knuckles Jr., hit both of them on the ground, and landed on top of them. "Now I will kill you like I did to Charmy," said Vector, and opened his mouth really big to bite their bodies. But then all of a sudden, something came out of the sky, picked him up, and Vector was up there on the ground looking like a teen loser. "We're in the air now," said Tails. "I rescued you." Tails was using his flying tail to fly and was holding Sonic, who was holding Knuckles Jr. "They were like a helicopter?" "What? How do you know you were here?" said Sonic, who was so shocked to be in this situation. It's like people per years ago for 13-year-old, 12-year-old, now we're down to 4-year-old. Yeah, I know, the group. I feel like this has to be intentional. Like this is some sort of joke. I looked at Charmy Robot and figured out it was from Al-Qaeda and broke to the government computer network system data and found out Vector was a friend of Al-Qaeda, so Tails, the smart friend of Sonic. Tails wrote this. "But I thought you were pissed at me," said Sonic with a questioning sound. "I'm tired of being mad at you. We are best friends again," said Tails. "Cool, now let's get Vector," said Sonic. By now they were up above the clouds, which was very high. "Fly down and I will kick his face off." Tails flew down fast, and Sonic held on to Knuckles Jr. really tightly. Sonic had his legs sticking out to kick, and they went down faster than a shooting star being shot out of a gun down. They went down back to the floor where Vector was and kicked Vector's face. Vector's head almost spun around because they hit him so hard, but now he was on the ground. "Tails, do that one more time." Tails flew up, and then Sonic revealed his balls, even though he could see almost the entire country from here. He did not care because it was more important. Sonic scratched his balls and held on to Knuckles Jr. while Tails flew down fast again. Sonic's balls dragged behind him in the sky, and then they went down to the bottom of the ground, and Sonic's diseased balls smacked right into Vector's face. "No!" screamed Vector as Sonic's ball smacked into his mouth and nose and eyes like a plastic bag full of pudding. Vector looked at this guy and made an asshole face for the last time, and then turned to stone, and then turned to dust, and was now dead. I could be glad for once that my balls are very poisonous," said Sonic as he looked at the pile of dust that was Vector before he died and did some squinting. "He is dead, and everyone is okay now." "Thank goodness," said Knuckles Jr. to them. "That was too much excitement for one night." "Look at the bright side," said Tails. "Two of the worst Braxton-ass teenagers in high school are dead." "Yes, it is all fixed now," said Sonic. "They took Charmy's body for him, but not Vector's, which is now a pile of dust, because they thought he did not deserve to be nice to. And then they went home to get ready for school tonight, and Sonic thought there is still more problems to deal with in high school. This is not over, especially not for me." Chapter 19, Secret Prostitute. Oh, this ought to be steamy. It was now a new day at school, and Sonic went right to school. Sonic had Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. on his backpack, so he still had them after explaining what happened to Knuckles yesterday. Sonic scratched his balls along his way, and they were only getting worse. "You look like spoiled meat," to Sonic to his balls. Nearly done. We're almost through this. Sonic got to school, and the first thing he did was bring Charmy's dead head to the theater club, because that was Charmy's favorite thing, and Sonic thought Charmy would like it if they used his face for a mask for the next play now he was dead. Then Sonic took the rest of Charmy's body and put it outside in a trash can so no one would try to look and try to find it, and it would be safe and alone. And Sonic went to his first class and second class and third class and what else, and then went to lunch where they were his friend. "Hey guys," said Sonic. "Hey Sonic," says SBO. "I'm back from the hospital. Bill, where is Charmy and Vector?" "Oh, they are dead. Vector killed Charmy and we killed Vector, and so they are now both dead. Vector is a bad guy, so we will not be in trouble." "Yeah, it is good parenting. Very convenient." "Yes," said Tails, "they will not come back to lunch anymore. I rescued Sonic and Knuckles Jr." "Oh, that's right. Where are Knuckles, my baby Rouge, and Knuckles Jr.?" said SBO to Sonic and Tails. "They are right here. Here you go," said Sonic, and Sonic gave 2 babies to SBO. What a relief. Sonic was tired of having to take care of the babies that were not even his. It was good that Sonic had the best morals out of all Hugh Skull's students, because any other person pretty much would not have taken good care of him. "Hey, ass butthole," said Shao. "It is my job to do crimes." Then Shao laughed and high-fived Sonic for doing a good job. Sonic was the best. "Please explain to Silver what happened," said Sonic to Shao. Okay, I'll explain it to him. I wish he was in the same lunch period as us, but he's not, said Sonic. In an explaining way. I would not high-five Sonic, said Tails. His balls are full of poison and it's easily catchable. Tails! Screamed Sonic. So it's true, you really do have a ball problem, said SPL. It's okay, Sonic. Other people have problems, and your balls are just like theirs. Okay, but it's different and bad, and it's only getting more worse, said Sonic with a worrying voice. Whatever. It's almost summer, said Tails. That means high school is ending soon. Cool, yeah, said everyone at the same time because it's easier to. Then everyone went to different classes. Tails went to a smart class he was in with Cream, and Cream was staying outside class, which Tails went to. Cream, you're staying outside the class. Why? Said Tails to Cream. Didn't you hear? Charmy is dead and relaxes me so much, and now I do not have to break up with him. We could become true boyfriend and girlfriend now, said Cream and Tails in the hallway outside. But we have class now, said Tails to Cream. Forget class, smarto, said Cream shoutingly. Cream pulled on Tails' hand till his whole body moved and brought him to a closet in the school. It was big enough inside for sex, is what Tails noticed. Cream locked the door and took off all her clothing. Tails was so shocked, but he looked at her sexy body and looked like a beautiful naked man with a vagina. Cream took out her vagina and showed it to Tails, and he went nuts. His penis got hard as a prayer because her vagina looked like a cold-cut platter. Wow, cool vagina, shouted Tails, losing his cool way because he was nervous and excited to miss class and have sex with Cream for the first time. Tails took out all his penis and balls, which were already ready, and jumped right into her invitation part. Tails jumped up and down with his penis inside her, cheering like a boy teen and shaking his fists in the air like the Rocky movies. And Cream was happy because she was not a lover expert too. Tails' penis got bigger, and Cream's vagina was already pretty much full with penis. Make more room, we got company, screamed Tails, and he was able to stick his balls in too, under his penis. Tails fit so much gels into Cream that it looked like there was an upside down couch sofa in her vagina. Alright. Tails shook around like a crazy, and Cream was slapping her hands and ears into the doors and cleaning supplies into the closet. Cream was now trying to make him even more sex-powered by pulling on her boobs far enough out to touch his face with like two big melty gummy bears on her body. Eat from these, screamed Cream, and her voice was breaking like a talking toy that had one of her batteries halfway out, and my brother spilled juice on it so it didn't work right anymore. Tails sucked on her boobies while his penis was still in her, and he got all the stuff out like he was eating yogurt only with his mouth, and supercharged him with sex. Ah, ready? Yelled Tails to Cream, and before she could say a thing, Tails started waving his flying tails, and he flew up with his penis still in her and pointing his penis up so that she went up and was now stuck against the ceiling. I'm about to make my semen, get ready, said Tails out loud over the sound of his own Tails was making. Tails flew his tails even harder, and Cream got pushed into the metal ceiling so hard that it made a dent, and then Tails' penis shot a gallon of his own New England clam chowder into her first-time vagina. It got overfilled and spilled plenty on the ground, but not both of them cared. Tails slowed down his tail speed, and his penis got smaller, and so did her vagina, and they were both out of breath. We are true boyfriend and girlfriend now, said Cream, and hugged Tails. Tails was so happy and shocked they became true boyfriend and girlfriend before Sonic did with Amy. Cream put her clothing back on and left, and Tails put his on too. Then he looked at his penis and saw a golden ring on it. What is this? What is it doing here? A big gold ring? Said Tails as he took the bracelet off his penis. Why was this in Cream's vagina? He thought about it, and because he was smart, remembered where he saw this thing. At the end of school, Tails ran to Sonic privately and said, Sonic, look! What's that, Sonic Tail? A big gold ring? Cool, let's sell it for cash. No, said Tails Sonic. This is Amy's bracelet, and I found it in Cream's vagina. What? Said Sonic to Tails. How'd that get in there? He took the ring and had it. I can only think of one thing, said Tails to Tails. Okay. But that's the only thing that makes sense. Amy cheated on me. That loose woman. She is a concubine and a bitch. Sonic got madder than Tails ever saw him get mad and ran out fast. Sonic did not know where he was running to, and to be real, he wasn't running anymore. There. It was running in a really big circle around the town and crying and screaming because Amy cheating on him made him feel worse than anything. Sonic ran around for hours until all his feelings were out and he was tired from running and being sad and mad, and feelings that are hard to say what they are. He stopped and said, there is only one thing that can make the situation better. I have to go tell Amy that I know. Maybe she will say that she is sorry. Sonic went back to high school and over to the detention room. The security guard was standing outside, but Sonic used his sonic speed to look over and run over to him and punch him so hard in the throat they closed up for a while and he became unconscious. Sonic took a key from his key thing and opened the door to the detention room and saw Amy and Rouge in his corner. Amy and Rouge were both sleeping and they looked really skinny and hungry. It made their boobs look bare. They also looked steps from depths. They'd been in detention for days now and they had not eaten or drinking at all. Sonic looked at Amy and felt bad for her. It'd be so easy to have sex with her right now, said Sonic behind his face, and he said, not out loud. We could become true boyfriend and girlfriend. I could pretend like none of this did happen. Sonic thought about it a little bit, and he gave his chubby blue penis a toss back and forth like a baseball in a sock. But no, we would not really be true. Not when she cheated on me. Sonic got ready to wake up Amy and show her her bracelet. Top-notch writing here. Alright. Chapter 20, New Sonic. Authors know, I am so happy because it's summer now. Woohoo! I'm done for school this year, but here comes 8th grade. Also, I will be away on the session next week, so I will not be able to write another chapter until I'm back from being on the session. Sorry! Chapter 20. Wake up, said Sonic to Amy as he kicked her a little on the ground where she was laying, looking like a dead woman, but she was not actually dead. Wake up. Amy opened her eyes and blinked and rubbed her eyes, and then she sat up a little. Sonic, she said in a voice like a person who was living poorly, is that you? Amy looked so old and dead from being in detention. It looked like she did not eat or drink at all in a week. Yes, it is. Now listen, said Sonic angrily to Amy, who was still on the ground looking up while looking dying. Do you know where I found this? Sonic held out Amy's big gold bracelet from her hand that she was not wearing, so it must have been hers. What? Said Amy. Sonic, when he was tired. That is mine. Where did you find that? Amy coughed and sounded like diseased African kids. Well, idiot, I just asked you that, Sonic to Amy, angry and annoyed way. So you're not going to tell me where this bracelet was? I don't know, said Sonic to Amy, the Sonic in a correctly sounding voice. It was up in Cream's vagina, that's where, said Sonic to Amy. Why was your jewelry in another girl's vagina? Screamed Sonic. I, said Amy, trying to say what she wanted to in response to Sonic. Say you're sorry to me, shouted Sonic to Amy. No, Sonic, said Amy in a slow, dying way like that. Fuck you! If you're not gonna say you're sorry for cheating on me in another girl's vagina, then we are done, shouted Sonic, with all his rage running out of his mouth like a train full of swords. Sonic didn't even notice he was crying, which was out of his eyes. Sonic, don't, said Amy like a mean weakling, but before she could say the rest of her words, Sonic ran out of the detention room and shut the door behind him so they were still in there and he did not rescue them. Sonic ran as fast as he could to his home and slammed the door behind him, screamed into his bed and cried, punching. It was just so emotional. Sonic could not take all this pain from being betrayed by his girlfriend, the person he was one day going to go and get married to and have children with and live in a house with and be with together. Sonic knew it was not fair that this would happen, and that he also had the deadliest disease in the world and ended up dying before everyone else. He cut his wrist a little, but did not do it too much because it was dangerous, like they said in the presentation in school. Sonic cried so much he fell asleep, and then he woke up a little while later and looked at the mirror at himself. He did not want to see him anymore because that was all about him being ruined by other people, even when he was the nicest to everyone. Sonic reached into his drawers and pulled out a black hair dye. Sonic filled out the bathtub with his dye. It looked like a portal of the evil world, and then took a bath in it. When it came out, all of his fur was black. There's no blue on him anymore anywhere. He looked like a shadow, but only similar. Sonic looked in the mirror again, and now that he was not blue anymore. He did not say anything, but only looked at himself and looked angry, not at himself, but at everyone else. Then Sonic next jumped out of his bedroom window instead of going around and down using the front door. It was bad, like something Shadow would do. Sonic ran away to the tattoo store and looked at the tattoos. They were all Braxton. He did not see the one he wanted, but then he went to the tattoo man and threatened him until he let him into the secret back room of tattoos for free. There were a lot of cool bad tattoos back in the back room, like ones with guns, cigarettes, and motorcycles, and middle fingers, and some also curse words on them. But Sonic knew which one he wanted finally when he saw it. Sonic got "fuck girls" tattooed right across his chest because he was sick of being ruined by girls like Amy and Cream, who let Amy to her vagina, so it was the fault of her all too. Sonic ran back home and waited for the next day, kicking and punching things the whole time like a badass. It was now the next day of high school, and the new black Sonic went to school looking an angry black man instead of a nice blue man like he was every other day. This was a new Sonic, and everybody better watch out because he was sick of the world. Shadow was walking in the hallway and saw Sonic. "Hey, Sonic," she shouted at Sonic. "What is up with your new black fur?" "Don't talk to me," said Sonic in a voice darker than Shadow when he was committing crimes. He looked so angry. Yep, Black Sonic. "What are you trying to copy off me now?" Shadow laughed and smiled, saying this to Sonic. Sonic gave him one look, and almost like being black gave him powers, Sonic punched Shadow right in the mouth on his face, and Shadow went flying across the room and hit the wall and was all bloody. Sonic kept walking like nothing happened at all, but other people were looking and were now being scared of the new black Sonic. Sonic went to all his classes, but did not talk to anyone. Even Mrs. Lesson and other teachers looked afraid of Sonic because he was now scary. Sonic did do some things though, like shove a teenage idiot in his locker, and then punch a student who had autism for laughing at him. Sonic did not go to lunch though. He just went outside where no one was and masturbated on his penis and thought about his angry feelings, which were like giant bees flying around on fire. Then Tails came outside. "Sonic, I was looking for you. I found you. Why are you not at lunch?" said Tails to Sonic, who was sitting on a curb thing. "Why?" Leave me alone," said Sonic to Tails in an angry way like before. "Are you mad?" said Tails to Sonic. "I said leave me alone," shouted Sonic to Tails, and threw a rock at him. The rock missed Tails, and Tails went over to Sonic. "No, Sonic, you are my best friend," said Tails to Sonic. "Tell me what is wrong. Why are you black?" Sonic looked mad and frustrated, but let off a little and opened up Tails like a book opening. "Fine. That bitch Amy, who is not my girlfriend anymore, would not say sorry to me, so I broke up with her," said Sonic to Tails. But Sonic was not looking at Tails and was looking at the ground. "Oh my god! Panic!" said Tails to Sonic. He was looking at Sonic though. "No, I'm over her. I'm different now. I've learned about the world. I'm not so stupid and happy like I used to be. I'm black now," Sonic said to Tails. Sounded still angry even though he was talking to Tails. "Oh, okay," said Tails. Sad and disappointing. "I just want to make sure you're okay. SB was worried about you too. He said Knuckles might fail out of high school because he's now a baby. He's having a hard time doing his classes as a baby. I brought you a sandwich." Tails gave a sandwich to Sonic and he ate it like a rhino chewing up a bag of humans. And then when he finished the sandwich, next period started and Sonic and Tails went to the rest of his classes. Sonic then went home at the end of the day and lied down in his bed and looked up. "Fuck everyone," thought Sonic inside his head, not saying out loud. "Fuck the world. I'm gonna die if no one cares about me." Sonic just lied and thought did a workout to be beats from a bag of humans. Yep, bag of humans. Sonic sat down at the end of it, tired, sweaty, but now strong. What can I do? Thought Sonic. Wait, Amy and Rouge get out of detention tomorrow. Sonic looked at his body in front of him and said, I'm gonna make that bitch pay. It's getting dark. Chapter 21, Evil and Bad. Sonic woke up out of his bed and onto the floor and was still angry. Now Sonic was Black Sonic, and he had a tattoo. Sonic got ready for school by putting on scary things like chains and spiky collars that made him look bad, and went to high school. Sonic went to his classes but did not do what he was told to do in class. He did not talk to anyone, instead he went on the computer and looked at videos of cigarettes and knives. Sonic then arrived near the lunchroom, which was where they were having lunch. Sonic's friends... Sonic just looked in from the side wall. Everyone was inside and no one was outside, but Sonic, like a live snowman that looks in your window at Christmas. Sonic saw Amy and Rouge looking still skinny, but eating food in such a happy way. Sonic could hear them talking. Wow, I'm so glad we are out of detention, said Amy and Rouge. Yes, thank the Silver who had been escaped from detention, said Rouge to Amy. It looked Silver did the hero thing to do and saved Amy and Rouge from detention, and then they were out. Sonic was not happy about, though, being black. Haggard bitches, said Sonic to the window next to the door that he was looking through into the lunchroom from outside. Sonic said Tails and Espio and all the other people go over to Amy and Rouge laughing and smiling. That he hung out with before he turned black. He got mad and sad and laughed. Made a bag of their condoms. Ugh. All of this is fucking gross. Every little bit is just absolutely just fucking gross. No, not even once. Sonic walked by the lunchroom's food area, which is a different room but attached to the lunchroom. And while there was a separate door that could get you into this part where the food was made, Sonic walked by and looked in, and the lunch lady was there getting food all the teenagers. And she saw Sonic, looked surprised at how he looked now with black fur and tattoo, but she got over it and waved and smiled. Sonic looked away and kept walking, and behind the lunch lady looked sad and disappointed and worried. Yeah. We'll push through. We'll finish this. We'll finish this. I finished Desert Bus, I can finish fucking Sonic High School, damn it. Sonic left the school completely, which was really bad and would get you in big trouble, and went to the Chinese restaurant. Sonic got some Chinese and food and ate it. And with his food came a magical fortune cookie, where there's a piece of paper inside with a magical fortune on it that tells the future. Sonic opened the cookie and ate the cookie, but kept the paper, and it said, "You will not have any friends if you are black." Damn. Sonic thought about what it said and what it could mean, and what it could mean for him, because it was so mysterious, always reading those cookies and their messages. Story is dope. After Sonic went back to school and missed one of his classes, but went to the next one, but on the way into high school, the hall man tried to stop Sonic, but Sonic punched him right in the face so hard that he almost died and got past him. Sonic finished his school day and then went home and punched things, leaving holes in everything that showed he was stronger than everyone now. Sonic also looked at porn, and it was not like he usually did, things like Africans and dragons. Sonic was becoming so scary, even though he was very scary now. As Black Sonic, his balls were still the same and did not get cured. This part just ruined your life. Also, this story is so racist. It became night in the world, but Sonic did not go to sleep like a normal person. In fact, when it got really dark out, Sonic got out of his room by the window and left. Because Sonic was black, no one could see him in the dark unless he looked specifically hard just for Sonic. But who was going to do that? Sonic left and went to a bad neighborhood and brought drugs like marijuana and ate some of them and kept the rest in his pocket. Sonic had really changed now from being the one with the best morals to be the one with a little worse, like a seagull becoming angry because it would not get any bad breadcrumbs in the parking lot. I'm reading too much of this shit. Sonic moved on from the bad neighborhood to where he wanted to go next, Amy's house. Sonic's brains were now being controlled by drugs, and he was becoming even worse than he was just black. Sonic went to Amy's window and looked into it, and saw her sleeping on her bed like a DVD not being used. His head filled up with anger, but it was in the way that he actually became kind of happy and angry and laughed, like he wanted to do something bad to her. Sonic looked down at his tattoo that said, "Fuck girls," and reminded him what she had done to him. Sonic was so evil that he punched through the window and ran fast into Amy's bed, and she started to wake up a little bit from being in sleep mode. Her eyes were just blinking a little, and she obviously could not see well at all. Especially she could not see Sonic because he was dark and he was now black, which is like camouflage. Sonic just grinned at her with evil look, and just as she started to open her eyes and see his white eyes above her, he punched her right in the face. Amy was now in a lot of pain, but still confused and surprised. Maybe thought she was nightmaring. But no, it was real. A new black Sonic on drugs was about to beat all her shit out of her. "Fuck you, girl," he screamed, but still smiled, and punched her more in the face until all her teeth got knocked out, and she was like a grandma who could only eat pudding and not steak. Amy was now screaming and crying, but he stuck a thing in her mouth and she couldn't do anything. He was so mad and under the powers of marijuana, and he looked at her and she looked so afraid and scared but he was still smiling and angry. Sonic's black rage was coming out through his fists with violence. But then all of a sudden, Amy kicked her foot up and hit Sonic right in the balls. Thank God, because the blankets were over Amy's foot when she did this, that she did not touch Sonic's balls. He's not the fictional fuck. Yeah, it still hurt him very much though. And he fell off her bed and was in pain from being hit in the balls, which was the most powerful spot on man, so it hurts the hardest because it's like the information superhighway of your body. Racism, homophobia, and abusive sex are all in one shitty fit. Sonic hurt so much from this that it was like a hit to his brain. All the drugs fell off his brain. Sonic suddenly looked around him. Sonic was in Amy's room. He ran over the bed, kind of knowing what just happened, but wondering if it was just a dream, like Amy was thinking, but it was not. It was not. You still forget Jesus. I feel it. It's just, that's why we got Sonic in the upper left corner. Reminding that you all motherfuckers need Jesus. Even though I'm not a religious guy at all. Sonic was lying over Amy's body, and they were perfectly still, like a couple of candy canes, but one was sitting on an invisible bench over the other. Their eyes were both so big as they looked at each other, both scared and shocked at what it was that was happening. Amy's mouth was all bloody, and no teeth was in it, like a hole that went straight to China, but instead it was to her poops and then vagina. Sonic and Amy did not say anything either. Sonic suddenly looked sad and scared and got off her bed and backed away towards the side of the room and ran out of it. Sonic was having so many feelings, being scared and sad and shocked and surprised. He could feel little baby tears at the side through his eyes, like Jewish people being thrown up in the air at a bar mitzvah. He ran and ran as fast as he could straight down the road. He ran out of the town and through the forest like a deer who could use a car to the edge of the forest with his giant cliff. Sonic ran off the edge of the cliff in order to die. Physical assault, drug use, delinquency of murder, self-harm. Well, at least Glenn will be happy now. She didn't die because there are more chapters. Store Fanfiction. That's why this one was picked. We are gathered here to put Sonic into the ground, said the funeral man. Sonic died. The other day, a security camera in the world saw Sonic run off a cliff. He fell all the way down, hit the ground at the bottom next to the river. His body got so messed up. He is dead for sure. Everyone was at the funeral place where they decided to put in the garden of the school so they could bury Sonic at high school where he spent most of the time as a teen. All of Sonic's friends were there attending his funeral. Tails was right in front and was crying, and next to him was Amy, who was crying the most, and she was hugging Sonic's mom with her face in her boobs, who was crying too, but not too loud, like a honking horn on a bike that was not. She was not squeezing too hard. Everyone was now so sad because Sonic was now dead. There's also Rouge and Cream, which was wearing a big ring of really big shiny white shoe in it. And they were also crying because they are women and they cannot control their emotions. Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. were there being held and crying in a big way, and there was Silver who was crying a little. Even SPO was too, crying a little bit at the funeral because they all were. Mrs. Lesson was there and she was crying, which made her look uglier, and Lushly was there too, and she was very big and strong. She cried too because Sonic's dead. Sonic's Chinese doctor was there too also. He did not cry because his eyes are too small to let some tears out. What the fuck, guy? What the fuck? Yeah, please do. Please whack that off author from me, Control. Please do. This is painful. This is like the worst thing ever. Charmy and Vector were not at Sonic's funeral because they were dead now. Blaze the cat was not there because no one liked her and no one invited her. Let's call him Faye, I'll find him. Yeah, let's see. He is Dark Doom Fire Master. Amy looked at Rouge and said to Rouge, "Rouge, where's Shadow? She said she was going to come to Sonic's funeral. He is not here." I'll have to hunt this fucker on. Amy sounded weird and sad. She did not now have any teeth, so all her words came out idiotly. She was like a ghost who could not speak a language that humans could understand. She usually did not talk now that she did not teeth, because Sonic punched him out of her mouth into its space before he killed himself. His name is Dan. I do not know. It could be late and he's not here, said Rouge back to Amy in a sad way. They were right. Shadow was not there. Shadow was dark, but even he was not dark enough not to go to Sonic's funeral. So why was it that he was not? Tails, said Amy now that Tails instead of Rouge, who was on the other side of her. More towards the middle of it. Yeah, this is really bad. Where's Shadow? Shadow's not here. Tails looked a little sad and crying some, and everyone thought he was going to kill himself because he was so sad, and his best friend is now his dead friend. I do not know, and it's pissing me off. I should send a robot to kill him, said Tails. Something mad and sad. Amy said he sad and disappointed face said, high school drama is so crazy. Hey, that asshole. That guy's got the same birthday as I do. What the fuck? At least it doesn't have the same name. That is really disturbing. That's really, really disturbing. Really, really disturbing. What's that reflection? Yeah, that's right. Get him, Ember. Get him. Let's see. Where was I? Then the funeral man went back to the front like a standing racehorse, going to the front and started talking again. Hello, family and friends and teenagers. We are now going to talk about why we love Sonic so much and we miss him. Everyone, please come up and say a nice thing about Sonic so we remember him before we put him down. Tails got up first and went to the spot where he was and said, Sonic was my best friend. He was the coolest and fastest, and he always knew what to do when bored and wanted to have fun. We lived in different houses, but it was like we did not because we saw each other on the bus. I miss Sonic. Tails started to cry more, and everyone thought it was sad, and Tails went back. Then Amy and Sonic's mom both did not go because they were crying too much, and Amy's embarrassed of her no teeth at all. Then got up Rouge, who was holding up Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. like a sexy pelican carrying 2 watermelons in her mouth. I'm gonna miss Sonic so much, said Rouge. He was such a cool and nice guy with the best morals, and everyone knew his penis was bigger than anyone else's. Rouge was so sex-thinking, but it was okay because it was all about saying good things about the dead person on a funeral, and everyone nodded because it was. I'm a baby now, but I've always been Sonic's friend, and I miss him, and I want to take care of him, so taking care of me as a baby, and helping him with schoolwork as a baby now. And then Knuckles Jr. said, I only knew Sonic for a few weeks, but he's the coolest guy I've ever known. He was so fast and smart and good at everything. I wish he didn't kill himself. Then Espio went and said some more sad things, and so did Cream and Silver and the rest of everyone else like a Conga land of being sad. The lunch lady said she will always miss Sonic, and he was a nice boy, and that she wanted to take him and his friend to see Asia. Sonic's doctor said it might not be that so bad Sonic died, because now his ball disease has been neutralized. I love how they spelled that. By the time that everyone was done saying things about Sonic, they were all so tired and crying and hungry that they needed to stop and have some food. They have caramel because Sonic really liked it, and after that time he had vacation because they had soda because it always made them smile. Soda made bubbles, and it's cool because how they do it. But still, even after doing all of this, Shadow was not here, and some people thought it was rude, and Tails about to find him and cut his Braxton throat. Shadow is still not here, said Tails just out loud to everyone, not really anyone. What the fuck? What the heck? Okay, said the funeral mom. Stop eating, we're gonna put Sonic in the ground forever. Everyone started to yelp and cry because that meant Sonic would never come back because he would get so tired digging him up that he would quit even if he was alive. Everyone went back to the singing zone and sat in chairs, and the funeral man and his dead person workers picked up the coffin like it was only a cotton candy suitcase and lifted it over a big hole in the ground they made for Sonic. Okay, here we go, said the funeral man. And they dropped the coffin in the hole and they made a loud sound. He's like, hey, well, or two then. Nobody's heard from him since. No, wait, said a voice from the back, and would you guess it, it was Shadow, who was now here, at the funeral, finally here after it was almost done, and then he said, I have to say something about my friend before you cover him with the dirt. Shadow walked up to the front, and Tails reached out, punched him right in the balls as he was walking by, and it put Shadow's balls out of business. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Oh, it's the writer. Okay. I bet he just completely disowned this account. It was like, never give up. You'll find him. Don't be late. Why are you late? This is so mean to Sonic and everyone, said Tails screamingly. Shadow was going backwards in pain because his balls felt like 2 apples getting eaten by birds. Ow, I'm sorry. Listen, I have a reason. Just listen, said Shadow back in face of Tails. Everyone pretty much agreed with Tails on punching Shadow to show how to respect. But Silver said you should listen to people before doing something. And the lunch lady said sometimes you should be nice instead of being mean. And people will learn the lesson anyway. So even though Tails is the smartest, sometimes he gets a little crazy. And other people will teach him things he did not know. But he is still the smartest. Shadow finished being in Super Bowl pen and went to the speaking area and said, listen everyone, Sonic, who died, has always been my friend. I may be a dark guy, may disagree with Sonic sometimes, but he's always my friend. I miss him so much, even though it's only been a few days since he jumped off the big cliff and messed up his body to death. But I think I have something I think everyone will all like. Shadow took out a bag and it looked glowing from it. I spent my whole life collecting the Ultra Chaos Emeralds, and these are them. What they will do is grant you one wish when you use them, and then you have to go hide them before you die, and after 100 years, someone else can finally use them. Well, it's time that they are used once again. Shadow held the bag of them up in the air and said, Ultra Chaos Emeralds. I call up to the guides and use you to bring the powers down and give them to me to grant my wish. I wish, and they did a dramatic stop, and everyone looked shocked and amazed and surprised at what he was going to wish. He told you it was dead. What would Shadow wish for? Was it going to be a lot of money? Shadow raised her face up. I wish to bring Sonic back to healthy life. The bag glowed really hard, and everyone's making a big deal, talking and going around. Predictable applause, predictable. Yes, yes it is. The funeral man and his people got Sonic's coffin out of the hole and put it back in front of everyone. The funeral man used his tool to open the coffin, and there was Sonic. He talked to him, shook him, checked him for the heartbeat, but no, fairy tales are not real, and Sonic was dead. Why is he cursed so emo static? What went wrong? Wow, I feel like such an idiot, said Shadow inside of him to himself, not speaking out loud. I thought I could revive Sonic from being dead, but I could not. Shadow tried using the Ultra Chaos Emeralds to make Shadow become alive for another time, but he definitely did not. Shadow made a big deal out of it, and then everyone yelled at Shadow and threw his shoes at him for being an ass. Now Sonic is way down on the ground dead, and so he has to keep going and figure out the rest of high school. I thought you were gonna... I thought for sure we are gonna get necrophilia first. Don't count it out. Don't count it out. He's still dead. Shadow went home by walking because talking to Omega would have too much longer to get Sonic Furo, so he went by walking. Shadow walked to him, and now he was there safely without getting hit by any cars at all. Sonic went up to his house, and Shadow went up to his house and in his bedroom, and it was all black and red place like a volcano inside. It looked dark and cool, but not scary like a haunted house, which is scary, and it has ghosts. Shadow grabbed the sack and looked at his jewels and put them on his bed. Shadow looked at them, the Ultra Chaos Emeralds. Wow, they are so pretty and big, but why did they not look? Said Shadow. Shadow looked at them more further, and then he screamed because something was shocking to him. He knew what was wrong with the crystals, and what it was one was missing. It was easy to see now that they weren't out of his bag because the one that was missing was the white one, which looks less colored than the rest of them because it's not powerful in color like red, yellow, or green. Shit! Yep, screamed Shadow in his bed where the things were. Where's the last crystal? I cannot find it. It's not here. Where did it go? Shadow was screaming and going positively nuts about it all. Shadow felt like a mother kangaroo lost her baby after left her front pocket and left it behind the jungle where there was dangerous things that would eat it because the crystal was cool looking and big. That anyone could take it if they saw it, even though the law says that if something is there, you have to bring it to the police so they can take it, show it to everyone, see if it's theirs, and if it is, they can have it without being nervous due to them losing it. Shadow was so pissed because that did not happen even though he lost it. I had to find it, screamed Shadow like an Oprah singer singing a ghost. Shadow quick went to Omega, the name of Shadow's car, and got in it and touched him to make the map appear. Omega, set your trackers to find the last Ultra Chaos Emerald because it's lost. Omega made all kinds of beeping and computer noises sounding like a bag of technology. Beep, beep, boop. Here it is, said Omega to Shadow, sitting in him in the driver's seat, and Omega's max screen came a red dot that said the last Ultra Chaos Emerald was there. It was not in the cityscape like it was before. Now it was much closer, so Shadow drove so fast. Shadow finished, he got to the place where the red dot was speaking about. Wow, it's a house? Said Shadow. Does it mean someone stole the Ultra Chaos Emerald and put it in their house? Is that true? Shadow got out of his car and went to the side of the house. It was only a little dark outside because it was not late enough or at night to be as dark as possible, so Shadow went to the window and looked inside. It looked normal, not like a crazy place. Shadow climbed inside the side of the house into the window. See, it looked like it was where the dot was coming from. And Shadow opened the window and broke it inside. Definitely in the vagina. Definitely. Oh, ass, said Shadow as he got in, holding his foot. Ass, getting the person who was there in the room that Shadow broke into. Cream! Cream shouted. Cream, who's it? Shadow, what are you doing here? Should not you be making a big fool of yourself at the circus like you were trying to do at Sonic's funeral? So much disrespect coming from you. Cream stopped her feet and made a pissed face at him. Oh, Cream, you don't see I said Shadow, thinking but like an idiot, so he came out saying but sounding not correct. Cream like stick flicks in her vagina. Steel put it. What do you want? Is there nothing? Please bring me my home before I call the police, to Cream to shout. I'm here to seduce you, to shout. Deciding by a thing. Shadow shook out a big, black, cool penis. It's smoking on the end like it was just being ready for a big sex opportunity. Oh my god, Shadow, looking shocked. What? This chapter never fucking ends. Shadow felt a little nervous but didn't let it show on his face or his toward genitals. Yes, Cream, I want to pay for all your children to go to school, but first we have to make some children. We're going to do that right in your vagina, okay? Cream looked a little hesitant at first and said, you know what? I accept this. I know I'm true boyfriend and girlfriend materials, but I feel bad for you when he kicked you at the funeral. I want to make you feel a little better, said Cream, putting a wink in her eyes. What a slut. Cream took off all of her clothes and out felt 2 boobs and vagina. Wow, you look so sexy, said Shadow, pretending to think she is the hottest. Shadow took his penis and took... Fight straight. Never sleep again. Yeah, I haven't slept ever since I read this the first time. Just, no. Can't have it. First, we'll do this. Shadow put his penis into Cream's mouth and put it in and out. They tried to see how far he could stick it in. Shadow's penis was so big he looked pregnant. It looked like an anaconda having lunch at Subway. Shadow got so far he almost filled up her lungs and she was coughing. Ellen was hanging onto her vagina for dear life because it was sexy. Who the hell is Ellen? To her, it felt like she was trying to eat too many pixie sticks. To Shadow, it felt like he was trying to sharpen a pencil. Shadow's face is really big around, like an air-conditioned vent in just a building. It was hard for Cream to get it words in edgewise, but when she did, it was when Shadow took his penis out for just a tiny moment geologic time, and she screamed, "Shadow, I'm drowning in the power of your penis. I am so in love." And then Shadow stuck his ridiculous penis back in your mouth. It should be like a penis with handcuffs to your foot. You embarrass me, said Shadow, smiling. Then Shadow took his penis out, put Cream up. Let me charge up for a super ejaculation. Shadow laid Cream down to the ground and took his penis with him, which was already huge and shaking with sexual energy, and found Cream's piggy bank, which was full of coins and dollars and things to save up for money, so she could buy what she wanted when she had enough inside of it. Shadow took it and using his muscular penis, smashed a hole right through the piggy bank, so now it was sitting on top of his penis like a hat. Shadow's penis looked like it was belonging to a fashion show. Huh? What are you doing? Said Cream, but was confused but sounded so happy from doing sex that she was still smiling and laughing. Shadow lifted her head up so she could see her big heavy piggy bank back on her penis, but not weighing because his penis was so strong. I'm doing this for good, Cream. Sorry. Then Shadow swung his penis at her head on the side like a hammer and hit the piggy bank into her head and knocked her unconscious. Cream was on the floor, not responding to life, and Shadow took the piggy bank back off his penis and stuck his penis in her vagina to finish his boner ejaculation. Shadow rammed his penis back and forth, and because he was not responding and using her vagina to make his penis feel better, he had to do all the sex, and he stuck his penis so far up he accidentally bumped her heart with his penis, but she was still okay. Shadow's to mess his penis finally exploded into ejaculation. 999 screaming ghosts rushed out his penis like he was opening Panera's box and flew through her body and out her mouth and escaped through to the atmosphere and left stands along the carpet. Okay, now it's time for what I really came for, she shouted. Shouting and bring the penis back where you found it. Instead, went to looking for the Ultra Chaos Emerald. He looked for all the things and behind pictures of posters. Primo had a lot of posters on his wall and things teenage women like the famous boy band One Sonic Direction. Oh, Mr. Onito, Sonic High School bus fanfic. Yep. We still got some people paid $200 for this, so it's happening. We're almost done though. Almost gotten through this. Like the famous boy band One Sonic Direction, and famous television shows like Gossip Sonic and Pretty Little Sonic and iSonic, and famous books like Sonic Highway and famous Shades of Sonic. Shall looked through all these things, and even in her lip gloss and her purse full of teen girl blood diapers, and could not find it. Then she got to her jewelry cabinet and opened it, and then she saw the big ring with the big jewel that Cream was wearing at Sonic's funeral is actually the Ultra Chaos Emerald. Yes, I found it. How did this get here? Shouted Sal. Way Buzz. Doesn't Buzz. Yeah, there's not a bug. There needs to be a bug. Then when Xiao was standing there with Cream unconscious on the floor and filled with nudity, his fat penis hanging out of his body with a dog going down the stairs and a big shiny crystal in his hand, Tails flew in the window and thus leave the room. Tails, hardly even listening to the situation, said, "Okay, it's okay, I know exactly what's going on." Unless this fanfic is a bus, desert, and bug, no particular... I'm not paying attention. Oh, okay. She's sleeping? Chapter 24, Tails' song. Right before the Tails trainer drives you in. Tails is sitting in the back of the car, where Amy is sitting in the front seat where you do not drive it. And Sonic's mom is finding the front seat in the left where you do drive it. The car was an SUV. They were all dressed in nice clothes because they were driving back to Sonic's house from Sonic's funeral. Tails looked like a secret agent because he was wearing a suit, but he must have been the saddest secret agent ever. "I am so sad," said Amy in a crying way. It sounded like a complete collection of teen idiot quotes since she did not have teeth. She's only talking now that there were most people not in the car. "I know you are, and so am I. Tails, are you sad?" said Sonic's mom. Tails? "Yes, I'm sad," said Tails to Sonic's mom, in answer to her question. "Alright, yeah, it's super late." Yeah. Nice seeing you at least. Thanks for popping in at least. Thank you. Alright, where the fuck was I? "It is really difficult and sad when someone dies, and especially now that it is Sonic," said Sonic's mom. Not crying, but sounding sad. She cried a lot at the funeral. Now she's being more not making a big scene like a hot dog man selling hot dogs at a baseball game. "I know, it just said Amy, try not to cry about how Sonic is dead and she is sad. I just want everything to go away." Amy started to cry again because she is just so emotionally weak, like a goddamn child. "I understand that you're sad, Amy, but I have to tell you something. Please do not kill yourselves, okay?" said Sonic's mom in a very saddening way. "Being a teen is the hardest thing in the world. It's harder being in war or in jail. I know it, but do not kill yourself because it will cooler when you are done being a teen." Yeah. Tails looked down at the ground of the car and did not know what to say, but he said okay. He said it in a sad and quiet way. But the real was that Tails really did not want to kill himself now. Did want to kill himself now that Sonic was dead. What was the point of doing if you're not going to do it for your best friend, Sonic? Then they got to Sonic's house and they went inside. And before they took off their fancy clothes, and then Rouge and SBO came over. Knuckles Jr. who were there. Rouge looked very burlesque in her tiny baby dress, with her unlimited boobs nearly jumping out of her clothing, and SBO looked like a professional movie star on the red carpet because he was wearing a suit. Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. looked like shrunken presidents because they were also wearing suits. Reading the story is hard as thinking of teens have easy compared to this. Yeah. Oh. all said together. Wow, hi, said Tails to them. We have to go talk to Mom to try to cheer her up and be nice, said Rouge and Espio, and they gave Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. to Tail, who took them to a different room. I'm so sad about Sonic, said Knuckles Jr. Saberfist. This is really all the worst thing that could have happened. Yes, this is the saddest, said Knuckles. Sonic did not deserve to die. They were all agreeing so much about it. After a while not talking, Knuckles said, Hey Tails, the end of school is tomorrow. I have my last inning test to decide if I move on to the next grade or if I lose and I have to go back to starter high school. Tails looked at Knuckles in a deep way and said, Wow, that's a lot of pressure. What do you have to do? Tails was trying to be nice and helping Knuckles because he was a baby now, but most of the time when people will complain about school to Tails just not saying, Are you the king or queen of idiots? Because Tails was the smartest and school was just so easy on him. Even the hardest classes they made for geniuses. What I have to do is write a news story about an event thing happening around town. It has to be real, said Knuckles. Knuckles looked like a worrying boy and made a sound that showed he was worried. Knuckles was a baby. There's everything I could lose to this, he said in a way. I will look for a story for you to do your news story on. Now hopefully it will pass and not have to go all the way back to the beginning of high school, costing $1,000 lost fees, said Tails to Knuckles seriously. Then Tails asked about them, Hey, can you please give me all your baby teeth? Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. took out their baby teeth and gave them to Tails, using the technology, the tools, and good old-fashioned elbow lubricant. Tails glued all the teeth together to make enough teeth from one normal person's mouth and went downstairs. Here, Amy, this is for you, looking at Amy, who looked like a total dumpster since Sonic punched all her teeth out before he killed himself. Get these teeth and it'll feel like you never lost your teeth. Amy grabbed them out from Tails' hand and put them into her mouth and fit so perfectly like a Pop-Tart and most toasters. Wow, Tails, this feels great. How on earth do you manage to get teeth from me? Said Amy, now sounding like she didn't know all your teeth here. Yeah, this is the stuff of nightmares. Amy hugged Tails. No need to worry. You could just thank the modern efforts of science. Tails cheered and danced a little, and Amy thanked pharmaceutical companies, and Tails went back to where Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. was. Then Tails went to Knuckles Jr., who was also there, and started to do a conversation with him. Hey, Knuckles Jr., how are you? Said Tails to Knuckles Jr. Good, said Knuckles Jr., but sad, of course. I did not see this coming at all. Knuckles Jr. hugged his legs by like an imaginary tree that could bring his ropes up and use them as his leg. Yeah, what is your deal? Are you really psychic? Because you're just a baby, said Tails in a curious way. I find I seem to be able to see the future sometimes, but I can not always control it. Like you said, I'm just a baby, and when I get older, I could probably use my power to win the lottery and become the CEO of Progressive Car Insurance, said Knuckles Jr. Knuckles Jr. was saying this to Tails. Okay, said Tails. Tails also thought inside his huge brain now that he did not want to kill himself anymore. It was still sad, but talking to babies made him realize there are a lot more that come in life, and good things. And if Sonic is not dead, it's not the end of the world, but it's only the end of Sonic, which is sad. Tails went downstairs to Sonic's garage by himself, found Sonic's electrical guitar and had it. Sonic used to play songs on this, said Sonic to the ears of the world. Thinking about when Sonic played cool rock and drool songs. Tails put the guitar on his body, held it and thought for a moment, and then began to play a song. He played a sad song that was mad or happy sounding, but it was just not a slow song. It was a medium song and did not go so fast, or you would dance just slow. Officially hate progressive. You would fall asleep. So Tails opened his eyes and just knew the words he wanted to sing as he felt them. He sang them out loud when he sang the song he just made up. And the song he just made up went, oh my god. Oh my god. Being a teen is so hard. You have to learn how to drive a hard car. And if you find anything that's jelly you'll bring, you have to go to school. It's definitely not for fools. Everything you hard because best friend died. Oh wow, my best friend died. I just want to hide. High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It has crazy things like friendship and love is the worst. It makes me want to burst. You have to get a date or everyone will laugh. In a lake, you'll shoot off a raft. Girls wear makeup, guys get tattoos, and there's many possible drugs to do. There's also bullies around, and sports balls are around, and there's everything Hitting harder because my best friend died. Oh wow, my best friend died. I just want to hide. High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It's crazy things like friendship and love is the worst. It wants to want to burst. I'm doing a middle finger at God. But God's not real and the world's odd. I was crying so much that tears can make a cave. We not be scared. Just be brave. Tired. Cheese going in diets. Being mad, starting riots. Everything's hard because best friend died. Oh wow, my best friend died. I just want to die. Hide. High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It has crazy things like friendship and loves. It is the worst. It makes me want to burst. Oh wow, my best friend died. I just want to die. High school drama is so hard to be a part of. The crazy things like friendship and loves. It is the worst. It makes me want to burst. There, it's fucking over. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Fucking fanfic fuck. Alright, people paid $200 for this. Hey, you could donate. I have donation link underneath the stream if you'd like to donate to Doctors Without Borders, by the way. GG. Tales of Satan found like a beautiful butterfly telling his life story of the little boy who fell asleep on a bench in the park without losing his money to a common thief. Tails finished singing his song, and he saw all his tears that are now at the bottom of his feet on the ground. In a pool so big, he could invite a cruise ship to do his first cruise in the pool. And then all of a sudden, Tails saw Knuckles Jr. in George's garage. That was really sad to see her, Knuckles Juice, but it's a helpful way to get rid of your emotions instead of killing yourself. And Knuckles Jr. walked forward in the room and tripped in a way that the door behind him closed and was now locked, and he was in the room, so they locked him there. Oops, said Knuckles Jr. like an idiot baby. Oh no, screamed Tails out loud. If only he had a lockpick, said Knuckles Jr. said. Then all of a sudden, everything hit Tails, and he realized what just happened over the past events. That's it. Using this information in my big intelligence, I know what is happening. Shouted Tails. Tails got so excited he spun his fighting tail so far so he would fight through his locked door as low went out of Sonic's house and went directly to the Cream's house without even celebrating at an ice cream place first. Chapter 25, Summer. It's almost over, everybody. Home stretch, everybody. Now I'm here in Cream's house. Here you are, Xiao, said Tails Xiao, who were both standing there. Do not be alarmed. What? I don't know what to say, shouted Tails with a big worried face. Like a coconut with these 3 holes like a bowling ball. No, it was okay. You were doing exactly what I knew you'd be doing. I don't understand why. In a cool and not angry way, the Xiao responded. You were here to get Cream's house, and as the last guest, she came to Emerald to split in your house. Tails, being smart, was right. Xiao was holding the last Ultra Chaos Emerald, and it was in Cream's room in a ring. Oh, shouted Xiao. Usually I'm the one to brain behind doing crime, but it's exciting how you know this. Well, said Tails just loudly like a rock star. It's all started when Amy and Rouge got locked away in the detention zone. Tails then sat on the windowsill and explained the whole thing. That was how Amy's bracelet ended up in Cream's vagina, and why Cream had the last Ultra Chaos Emerald, and why Sonic didn't come back to life when Sonic tried to use them. Amy and Rouge were in detention, and Cream wanted to help them before they turned the starving woman whose her protection system died because they were not having enough nutrition to create a child over again. So Cream decided to be a good friend like I've always been to Sonic, and she went and broke into your Xiao's room to steal a lockpick. She knew you'd have a lockpick because you're always saying how you do crimes in the city environs. So Cream went in your room, stole a lockpick, and when she was there, she also took the Ultra Chaos Emeralds and took the white ones because she looked like riches. Wow, she is a stealing bitch, screamed Xiao as Tails listening by. What is wrong with this succubus? Xiao stopped his feet and bothered to pee his penis back now that he was small from listening to Tails talk and not have to pretend crime rescue sex with Cream. Just wait and listen, Braxton Nix, said Tails to Xiao, still a little mad at Xiao for being an asshole at Sonic's funeral, but mostly forgiving him now for doing this. Then what happens to Cream, as a hall monitor, was able to get in the detention room as she had the powers of Insight Agent. She had put the lockpick way back up in her vagina as a hiding spot, because who's going to look up there even when a burglar comes to take her carry goods? She went dear God. She went over to Amy in a sneaking way, moving her mouth without saying the words, but not making a sound, still making it look like she was talking, and not saying it in her head because she was doing it with her mouth, and she could see, told Amy to reach up into her vagina. Crane's vagina was so small and junior at the time because she was not in love, and so when Amy stuck her hand up into Crane's vagina, her bracelet got stuck in there and it stayed up there, and she couldn't even get the lockpick anyway because Cream's vagina was basically a pencil case full of peanut butter. It was to his voice. Alright, that's nice. That's nice. I appreciate that. Thank you. It was too hard and small to get up. I was good at holding things like Spider-Man. So Amy's bracelet was in there, and Cream had to leave before she became the busiest suspect ever. And Amy did not notice her bracelet was gone, but she's hungry and eating soda, so she put a new one on. But she got home anyway, so it's like she didn't even notice. And then when Sonic died, Cream was sort of in the last cast emerald, so it didn't work because the jewels have to be touching for a man to get off a wish. Wow, it makes so much sense. It is so obvious, said Shadow Tails with a big-eyed face. I can't believe I did not think of that first. Maybe I'm so dark that it's hard to see sometimes, haha. Shadows left and blackbirds flew outside like planes flying up high with visible legs. Yeah, but now we have to use them. We have to bring Sonic back to life. Sonic... Tails creamed at Shadow. Ew. Alright. But first we should get Amy, because she is Sonic's girlfriend. She should be there if we're going to bring him back from hell. So Shadow an ideal way. Tails and Shadow held hands and went out the window, and then Tails flew in with his flying tails to Sonic's house where everyone was. Tails and Shadow got there, slammed the door open like a football team, making a slammer's noise. And then they went to find Sonic's mom, who said that Amy was in the other room. And Tails and Shadow went to the other room. And he opened that door too. Amy was inside the room watching Rouge refill Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. using her whopping boobs. Rouge was wearing an itty-bitty tiny baby bra that was so small like she got it from Gymboree, and her boobs were super big, like a couple of plants that were pretty much breaking the bra parts because they're so big. There was a room brought down, and you could see Rouge's boobs' face. Rouge, your boobies are out again. What are you doing? Said Tails to Rouge, and then Rouge and Amy looked at him. Tails, I'm feeding Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. for my boobs. It's natural and healthy to do this, said Rouge. Rouge's boobs are so big that it's like Tails and Shadow could not fit into the room with her. They're all watching the video of Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. the baby kissing that Sonic made. To inspire Halo's kissing powers, because watching it made Rouge make more boob food. Oh. Fuck the pedophilia. Alright. Now I'm watching it so I know how to do it one day, said Amy, who still looked a little sad because Sonic died but was smiling. Cool, Tails, can I try? Tails and Shadow went over to Rouge's boob, but how did they get over to this happen? Oh no, they're empty. Sorry, said Rouge to Tails and Shadow. They're supposed to be your babies for most of the time anyway, or if you're in love. Oh man, yelled Shadow to the clouds. Next time, to Tails recant Rouge and her legally sized boobs. Anyway, we're gonna go bring Sonic back to life. Come on. What? No, not again, you bug guys. Amy screamed and almost punched one in the face for doing another disrespecting Sonic's dead version. Listen, woman of the night, said Shadow in a disrespecting way. We are for the real this time. Shadow thing was messed up, and it was all Cringe's fault, or even yours if you did go back far enough in the way everything that happened in the world. Let's go. I don't know, said Rouge. You were an idiot asked the last time in the funeral. No, listen to them, Knuckles Jr. and Rouge. It was cool, not a nerd. Go. God, that baby's a genius, said Shadow. How would you like and you should go with him? Tails was the smartest. Okay, said Amy, and they all put their things in bags and left. Knuckles, who was now a baby, made sure to put his camera with him close. They told everyone in the house who was there for the funeral, who was all the important people that you know. And he ran from freshman of Boulder to high school, where Sonic's funeral was when he was put in the ground now, but not covered up yet because they did not get to start, because the funeral was only a few hours ago. They did not have to do it right away because it's the safest neighborhood, not like the city where Sonic's bought, you get stolen, sold drugs and motorcycles. Everyone ran just so fast to the funeral spot at the high school, and when they got there, Sonic's coffin was in the hole. Here we are at the funeral spot now, tells everyone, so gotta get you out. But how? Screamed Amy. Started to cry like girl tea kettle. It's finished. God damn it, Amy. Said Tails in a mad serious voice. Stop acting like a children. Tails thought Amy was being the Kraken and drowning just because Sonic was dead. What we need to do is figure out, using our brains, how to get Sonic out of this hole. Tails rubbed his chin with his smart hands and tried to get his genius brain running like the engine of 10 red cars. Excuse me, let me get through, please, said a big retarded voice with the back of a group of people standing around Sonic's hole. Oh, the lunch lady, shouted Tails in a happy way. Hello, children, said the lunch lady, who was also at Felix's funeral and Sonic's house after the funeral. The lunch lady was very big and tall and went to Sonic's hole and tossed the coffin right out to the ground next to it. There he goes, says the lunch lady, with a face full of smiles. She was deaf, too. Cool, said Tails, thanks. Xiao, where are you? Xiao came out of the back area was dark under a tree, because Xiao was the darkest person everyone knew. Here I am, Tails, and here are my jewels, said Xiao, as he grabbed his sack. Are you ready? Here goes nothing, yelled Tails like a Braxton little boy. Don't you just hate when people say that? Xiao grabbed his jewels and made sure that all 7 were there, and they were there. He was so nervous because if they did not work, they would certainly put him under a citizen arrest for being a public ass. If he did not do this right, he would die, and Tails would do now because he's dueling with them and they throw rocks at him. Using these ultra chaos emeralds, I wish upon the gods to grant my wish that he brings Sonic back to normal, healthy life here. The bag glowed a whole lot and made screaming noises, and a big stick of light came down from the sky and hit the bag, and all the ultra chaos emeralds started to go crazy. They were making sounds like frogs and trains and horses and hitting each other and shooting out lights, being basically the circus. Shadow and Tails were squinting with their eyes like the Chinese doctor who touched Sonic's balls. Wow, screamed Amy. Oh my god, screamed Rouge. Cool, screamed SPO. What, screamed Knuckles? A miracle, screamed Knuckles Jr. Just then Cream just got there from being unconscious on our house, screamed, no way. Whoa, screamed Silver. Oh, wow, very impressive, said Sonic's really Chinese doctor in a less loud way. And the lunch lady said something too, and so did Sonic's mom, and this is a lesson. And everything in the world just became super bright, and no one could see a thing for a moment. They could not notice that it was just a ringing sound in their ears. It was so crazy being inside a marshmallow filled with ringing sounds. Oh my god, it's so long. It's so fucking long. Normal healthy life. Then everyone peeked out behind their heads when they were looking. All the Ultra Chaos Emeralds were all gone. The Sonic's coffin was open, and look, there was Sonic. Sonic was standing on his coffin, and there he was inside, and he was on top of it. Smiling and not black anymore, but the regular old blue Sonic. Yes, it really happened. Hey guys, what did I miss in this Sonic in his regular old cool ways? Sonic screamed everyone at the same time because they were all there, and heard and saw him together, so it was just natural. They all ran at him, and he went down from the coffin, and everyone was hugging his beautiful state. I heard Robotnik was laughing at my funeral. What an ass, said Sonic, and laughed because he was the most living person ever now. Wow, Sonic, you're alive, said Sonic to Sonic. You bet, said Sonic, and high-fived him, which is already after they hugged because they're best friends, but Sonic hugged him. This is necrophilia. Oh, man. Wow, Sonic, you really are the fastest in Knuckles Jr. You came back to life in 2 days. You beat the world record for fastest coming back in life because it took Jesus 3 days. Knuckles Jr. is right. Sonic was the fastest and now proved completely. Sonic, I miss you. I forgive you, shouted Amy, crying and laughing. Amy cried so much she was just such a loser about emotions. Amy, I was thinking a lot about you when I was dead. I, said Sonic before, typical Braxton girl, Amy cut him off in a rude way. It doesn't matter, Sonic. I want to become a true boyfriend and girlfriend with you right now, screamed Amy, did holding on Sonic's hand. Sonic looked surprised. Here? Now? Right here? Whatever. What is the question voice? Yeah, right now. Amy, let them watch. This is true love. Then Amy leaped out of her clothing except her underwears, like a horse jumping out of a plane, and landed in front of Sonic's body, ready for his grand channels. And Sonic had all his clothes off by the time she started to jump because he is the fastest. Yeah, Yeah, sex, yeah, it's Sonic, and he finally revealed his penis. His penis instantly grew to dangerous levels. He swings it around, everyone had to duck and jump under it. Sonic's penis was just the biggest penis anyone ever saw. It was like he had the World Trade Center sitting on his balls. His balls are super big too, like beanbag chairs full of balls. Yes, my measurement is correct, said Sonic's extra Chinese doctor. His penis and balls are definitely the biggest available. Oh my god, there's so much more. Amy was so filled with sex and arousing that her boobs were rock hard. She opened up her legs. She was still wearing a panty. Her vagina was really hard too, like a trapdoor to the love basement. Sonic did not care and shot his incredible penis right into her vagina through her girl clothing, and she felt his love immediately. His penis was like ice cold and it was so big that it made it her body into her mouth. She could taste it and it tasted like money and ice cream. I love you, screamed Sonic, ramming his penis in her and out of her body like a drain cleaner. I love you too, and he tried to make words while Sonic's penis rearranged her internal organs. Sonic took his penis out and beat her boobies back and forth with her, and she loved it. Sonic's penis was so strong, it made her roll back and forth by now, and she was so in love her vagina was shooting whipped cream. Wait for me, shouted Sonic, laughing like a millionaire. Sonic did legendary sex moves to Amy, like picking her up with her penis and doing tricks, and brushing her teeth with his penis, and will later walk on it like a tightrope walker, but with his penis. He even put Amy and him into his coffin and wiggled his penis back and forth in her vagina while in the coffee like a beef slinky. That's a new one. Sonic's penis is so big and long and wide that he fit families inside of it. He's the kid seeing a bigger penis. You have not, because Sonic is in love now. Oh my god. That's so bad. This is so fucking bad. This hurts. This hurts. This fucking hurts. Amy's vagina was breathing hard and reaching out for Sonic's penis, and soon they put it back into her vagina and decided to do a final system take before taking off into the semen sphere. Sonic grabbed his balls and held them back against his body and ran into Amy with his penis, and his penis immediately flooded her vagina with his fresh and creamy s'mores. He shot so much semen into Amy that it was coming out of her ears. Eventually, he took his penis out and shot more out but like bullets. He even shot one into the sky, and that night someone knows Venus was 10 feet to the right where it should have been. It's because Sonic's semen bullet hit it. Sonic screamed, "Amy, marry me." Amy kneeled up from the ground, holding a big ring like the one she wore, and held in front of her face. Sonic looked at it, smiled, and shoved his show-stopping penis right through the ring and into her mouth. And she yelled a passionate sound. Sonic said, "I will marry you." Amy drank all the semen that she could and grew an inch in height from it. Then Amy took out the real ring she had, and Sonic and Amy put them on so they get married. F you, author. He just had sex at Tails. He just became true boyfriend and girlfriend. Congratulations, Sonic and Amy. Wow, says FCO, I thought I was a sex professional. I'm seeing true love, shouted Rouge. Everyone laughed. Cheers, Sonic and Amy finished doing sex and kissed each other's penises, vaginas, and balls one more time for good luck. Then they put their clothes on the silver fold and put in a pile song. So he was really a nice guy. Narrator, you poor man. Okay. Hey, shouted Knuckles. Thanks, I got my story now. Knuckles wait a bunch of pictures of Sonic and Amy having sex in high school garden area as an article he wrote just attached to him. Cool, I'm happy that I did help you, Sonic. Winking, still feeling like super sex Sonic. Yes, this is wonderful, said a big voice behind me importantly. Hello, I'm the principal of the high school. Wow, the president, said Sonic? Every time I put on the clothes. Yep. No cuddling whatsoever. Seeing the principal was like seeing a celebrity because he only came out one day every year. Yes, Sonic, you're the best, said the principal. Yes, he is, said everyone. Amy to the principal. We just had sex right here. He's my true boyfriend now. The principal laughed and smiled. Wait just a minute, yelled Sonic to the principal. I may be the best at some things, but everyone here is the best at some things. Amy's the best being nice and having emotions. Tails is the best being smart and flying. Shadow's the best doing crimes, driving, being dark, but also being nice. Who's the best being two things at the same time. Espio's the best jumping and getting teenage women. Rouge is the best seducing and being in love and a mom. Knuckles is the best being at high school while still being a baby, and the best at fighting before becoming a baby. Knuckles Jr. is the best being a psychic and being cool while being a baby. Creed is the best is being having a smart. Silver is the best at acting, being nice, normal, cool. As much like this best making people happy and being strong. Chinese doctor is best at medical things and aging and ability. Sonic's mom is the best at cooking and cleaning. Mrs. Lawson is the best at teaching and being a nurse. Vector is the best at being nice, biting, making people mad. Charming is the best at dancing and singing down they are dead. I'm the best at being fast, being moral, being leading others, and most other things. He's great at respect. Yeah, says everyone else together, save time. Patting each other on the back and laughing and smiling and cheering because they are all the best in some way. I'm so sorry you had to read all that. I guess being tortured once a week wasn't enough for me. I guess that is true, said the principal. I really want to thank you, though, Sonic. You really have the best morals. Everyone needs to learn from you what Sonic is all about. It's not about trauma, it's about being mean, or being crazy, or being sad, or mad, or making anyone people mad or sad. High school is about falling in love and getting married and maybe about having kids. Oh my god, it's fucking terrifying. No. High school is not about getting married and having kids. No. Don't do it. Bad moral offer. Bad moral. Thank you for Sonic for showing everyone this. Also, Knuckles, I'm very impressed with your story, even though you're just a baby, and you passed this year at high school and do not have to go back to start and pay $1,000 in fees and charges. Knuckles cheered and hurried like a baby, and his principal shook Sonic's hands and could not help but look at how big Sonic's penis is. It's still not out. Sonic just goes to source all the teen pregnancies. Oh my god. Hey, it's Tails talking to everyone. Today was the last day of school. It's summer now. Yeah, cool, great, shouted everyone together at the same time. Good, said the principal to everyone, then to Sonic. Now I can do what I want to do, and that is to rename my high school in your honor. Oh, big group of everyone laughed, smiled, walked away towards Sonic. About to go to Sonic, you have to go turn to the new Sonic High School. Pre-produced. Oh my god. Wow, I am so sad, but kind of feel relief that this is the end of Sonic High School. I got sad at the end. I wanted to make sure it came out just right. I hope you all enjoyed the story as much as it was that I did writing the story. If you have ideas for another shorter fanfiction you want to send it to me in a message. Maybe I could do it in the future, but I need to take a break for now. If you want to talk to just send me a message, because it will send me an email that you send me a message, so I will know where you are. Pretty creepy. This guy's kind of... Please tell all your friends about the story and spread it on the internet so everyone reads it and becomes even more of a worldwide pheromone. Thank you. So that was Sonic High School. It's over. I did it. And alright, I'm done with this stream for now. Jive, are you still doing party games? Oh my god, that took almost 4 hours. That took almost 4 fucking hours. I know it's pretty late, but... Oh, fucking hell. That was hell. That was really, really completely horrible. Duke gave me a friend request like this. Alright, I'll gotta go find someone to host then. Alright, I'm gonna host Twitching for Mo. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being tortured. Thank you for being tortured. Thank you for watching my torture. I'll see you next time with something, an actual game. Thank you very much.